If you'd like a break, I'd be happy to slap you around.
I'm just trying to stay awake. You have any suggestions?
Yes. Get some sleep.
I can't. I have to learn all these cases by the end of the week. So when Professor Hofstadter tells me to stand up and says, Brown versus the Board of Education, give me all the precedents, I'll be ready with a really good answer.
Mrs. Owens, I think all this studying is becoming counterproductive.
Yeah, I guess it gets to the point where you've learned everything there is to learn.
I reached that point in 1957. Go to bed.
Okay.
Stupid rat. That's it, cheese eater. Live it up while you can. Your days are numbered. Where'd you go now?
Dad, it's me.
What are you trying to do? Give your old man a heart attack?
No, I heard him too. I was gonna go up to the attic, pretend I was one of them. You know, flush him out.
It's okay, Wes. We'll get Ratso in the morning.
Right, Dad.
Hey, Champ, is your mom still studying?
No, I think she's coming up now.
Give me the mask. I'm gonna give her a little scare.
Great idea, Dad.
Not tonight, George.
I'm a big, fat, disgusting blob. I hate myself.
All right, Heather. Now, what's the matter?
I gained 3 pounds.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, this is serious. All I ever do anymore is put on weight.
Heather, you're only 15. Your body is still changing.
So?
Your mother has a wonderful figure. I'm sure you'll turn out just like her.
You think so?
Unless you take after your father.
Thanks a lot.
Heather, you look fine. Believe me, it's all in your head.
Hey, Wes, Mr. Belvedere, how's it going, Chunky?
Mr. Belvedere, may I have another cup of coffee, please?
Here you go. And if that's not enough, you can call the Hills Brothers.
Thank you.
We're back.
Hey, look, Mr. Belvedere. Me and Dad are gonna be rat busters. See, we got traps and poison and pellets and all that good stuff.
George, wouldn't it be simpler to hire an exterminator?
Why should I pay some bozo $75 to do something I can do myself?
Yes, and for only $110.
Hi. What's he eating? Hi, Ange. Celery and chocolate chip ice cream. Oh. You know what else is good? Radishes and rainbow sherbet. So did you get the pills? Oh, yeah. Are you sure these things are going to make me lose weight? My mom took them for 2.5 months, and she's down to 240 pounds. Wow. Why are these prescription bottles always so hard to open?
What have you got there, Angela?
Oh, nothing, Mr. Bellyflop. And even if I did have pills, they're not for Heather. Angela.
What pills?
What's going on?
I'm not sure. You better ask Blondie.
Mom, they're only diet pills.
Where did you get these?
From my mom, but don't worry, she won't miss them. Look, I'm only going to take 1 or 2, just to lose some weight.
Heather, these are amphetamines.
Huh?
You know, speed, white, spinnies, uppers. I happened to catch Miami Vice.
The point is, these pills are dangerous. They don't just suppress your appetite, they affect your entire system. They make you hyper, they don't let you sleep, and they can be very addictive.
Gee, Mrs. Owens, you sure know a lot about this stuff. Oh, I forgot you grew up in the 60s. But if I don't take something, how am I ever going to lose any weight?
Heather, I hear there's a revolutionary new weight loss system called willpower.
Yeah?
Of course, I've only read about it, but I hear it works wonders.
That's a very good idea. Mr. Belvedere can put you on a sensible diet, and I'll take care of these.
And I'll take care of this.
Hey, Dad, I'm almost through cutting the cheese.
Good. Now we can start baiting the traps.
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere wanted me to tell the great white hunters the dinner's in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, Kev, you want to help?
No thanks.
Hey, come on, Kev. Me and Westman are closing in for the kill.
Well, I don't really go in for this sort of stuff.
What's the matter? It's just a rat.
Well, it's still one of God's creatures, Dad. And I guess I still believe the needless slaughter of even the least of them diminishes me. But you guys have fun.
That's your mother's side talking. Come on, let's nail this guy. I think I found the place where he gets in. It's in the corner here.
Great. Hey, why don't you put one over here? Did you get them already, Dad?
No. But the trap sure works.
Mrs. Owens? I thought you were meeting your study group at 7.
Oh, God. Why didn't you wake me?
I thought I just did.
My keys.
Real funny, Mr. Belvedere. Aha, you forgot the cookie.
Something the matter?
This isn't funny, Mr. Belvedere. It's like you don't trust me or something.
I don't. But cheer up. Tomorrow you have a treat. Plain yogurt on a rice cake. The survivors tell me it's delicious.
I'm never gonna lose any weight.
You can do whatever you set your mind to.
I don't know. I wish I had those stupid pills. I wonder what Mom did with them.
Hi, guys. Boy, did I have a great study group tonight. We reviewed 25 cases. We ordered 4 pizzas. I didn't have any. Maybe I'll go study some more. Wonder if the library's still open. See ya.
I think I know where they went.
Right, now twist. 2, 3. Punch it out. That's it. Punch it out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Knees out.
Heather, what are you doing?
That's it. Exercising.
Does your body know?
Hey, why should I do anything? Mom's probably losing weight just by taking those pills, and that's not even what she's taking them for.
Good morning. Sausage and waffles and bacon and juice are in the warmer. Help yourselves. Heather, I didn't forget about you. There are 2 poached eggs and half a grapefruit in the fridge. Oh, I hope you don't mind that I made breakfast, but busy hands are happy hands. That's what I say. George!
What do you want now?
It's breakfast time, silly.
Oh, I can handle that.
Boy, I can't believe Mom. She must have fixed 5 different kind of pancakes.
I think making her own syrup was a nice touch.
So what are we gonna do?
I'm not sure. It's so unlike your mother that I'm a bit stymied.
Maybe I should turn her into the cops. I mean, that's what all the other kids are doing.
Heather, I don't think we should send Mom up the river yet. What we should try and do is help her.
You think we should tell Dad?
Stupid rat. I'd like to rip his scrawny little guts out.
Perhaps another time. Problem, George?
Yeah, I just checked the attic. Bait's gone, the traps are sprung. I look over in the corner and there's the rat picking his teeth laughing at me.
That was uncalled for.
Hey, Dad. Did you catch him?
Afraid not, champ. He's not as stupid as I thought.
Probably feels the same way about you.
You gotta know how to pony. Like a Bonnie Maroney. Plessy versus Ferguson. And then you do the mashed potatoes.
What are you doing?
Oh, I I'm just singing Land of a Thousand Dances by Cannibal and the Headhunters. What are you guys doing?
We're going up to the attic to wait for the rat.
Maybe I'll do some yard work. Hey, honey, what are you doing out here?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking about things, about life, wondering where it's all going, wondering if any of this makes any sense.
I'll rake later.
Yeah, sure, Mom.
Mrs. Owens.
Oh, everybody seems to be up.
It must be contagious.
Mom, what are you setting the table for? It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Just getting a jump on breakfast.
Why not cook a ham and get a jump on Easter?
Mom, you know what you're doing.
What's that, dear?
You're taking those pills.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Excuse me, I've got a lot of things to do.
Mom.
And even if I were taking them, I've only taken 1 or 2.
What about all that stuff you told me about it being speed and addictive and real dangerous?
Heather, it's not the same for me as it is for you.
Sure, Mom.
You're young. You look fine. All this stuff about needing to lose weight is all in your mind. But my test tomorrow, it's very real. And I need those pills to stay awake and study because I've got to do well. You can understand that, can't you?
Yeah, I understand. You can say one thing and do whatever you want.
She'll understand when she gets older.
Good. Then perhaps she can explain it to me.
Sometimes you do things you wouldn't normally do just to help you get by. But I'm only taking them for this one exam and then never again.
With all due respect, Mrs. Owens, you're full of it. What about the next big test or the one after that? What about the night you graduate? You may want to stay up late and party. That's assuming, of course, that you do graduate. Because sooner or later, this stuff catches up with you.
I am trying to survive in a class where everyone is half my age and twice as smart. What am I supposed to do?
Why not do what the rest of us do? Get by on fear and adrenaline.
Well, if I want a lecture, I can get one at school.
Good morning, George. How was Rat Patrol?
Rotten. I'm up half the night with my bat in my hand. I fall asleep for 5 minutes. My sandwich is gone. My thermos is empty. How in the hell does a rat unscrew a thermos?
Counterclockwise?
Hey, honey.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't come to bed last night.
Oh, I didn't notice. No, I mean, I didn't come to bed either. I must have been studying.
All right. Hey, so good luck with your oral thing today.
Thanks. Yeah, good luck with your rat.
You two have something very special.
I gotta go.
Do well.
Where are they?
Lose something?
My pills. They were in my purse, and now they're not. And they didn't just get up and walk away.
Those ones might.
Mr. Belvedere, I have a test in an hour. I know you took them, so what? Here they are. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Paranoia's part of the fun.
All right, Mr. Amakost. If Lochner versus the state of New York doesn't, as you put it, ring a bell, how about Shelley versus Kramer?
I know Kramer versus Kramer.
That's it, Mr. Amakost. Keep your sense of humor. You'll certainly be needing it when you get your grade. Good afternoon. Miss Gantman, will you please send in my neck?
Hi. Sorry it took so long.
Owens, how nice to see you.
Oh, how nice to see you.
Make yourself comfortable. You may have a seat if you wish.
Thank you.
All right, Mrs. Owens, if you're fully prepared, this should be simple. I'll cite a case. You give a brief summary of the decision. I'll pose a few pertinent questions. You can stand if you like.
Thank you.
Fine. Now, what, if anything, can you tell me about the Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company versus Sawyer?
In the Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company versus Sawyer, the Supreme Court was called to rule upon the authority of the president to take possession of private property. In this case, ruling unconstitutional President Truman's seizure of the nation's steel mills to prevent a strike during the Korean War. The majority opinion was handed down by Justice Hugo Lafayette Black, with Justices Frankfurter Jackson, Douglas Clark, and Burton concurring. Don't you ever clean this place? And Justices Vinson, Reed, and Minton. The majority noted the president's power to issue the order must stem directly either from an act of Congress or from the Constitution itself. Further, the court reasoned there is no statute which expressly authorizes the president to take possession of private property, nor is there any act of Congress from which such power might fairly be implied.
Thank you, Mrs. Owens.
I know more.
I'm sure you do. But Mrs. Hofstede is expecting me home by Christmas.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Owens.
You mean I'm finished?
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a nice nap?
Mr. Belvedere. Where's Professor Hofstadter?
He left right after he tucked you in.
Oh, no. He must think I'm such a jerk.
Yes, he does.
Did he say anything about the test?
I believe he said you passed.
I did?
He also wanted to know if you were available Tuesdays and Thursdays, whatever that means.
I guess I went a little out of control.
This time a little, next time a lot. Keep this up, and I wouldn't want you for an attorney. Neither would anyone else.
Look, I'm tired.
Really? Why not pop another of your friends?
No, thank you. I'm through with those pills.
Fine, then we can set them aside for Kevin. He starts college next year.
That's not even funny.
Oh, I am sorry. I forgot about the famous Marcia Owens double standard.
Okay, you're right. I shouldn't have taken them. But the important thing is I passed the test.
Yes, and failed everything else. Congratulations.
Hi.
Hi, honey.
How'd the test go?
I passed.
That's great.
How you doing?
Not bad. I come home, ask my daughter what's new. She says Mom's a speed freak. And Belvedere had to go pick her up because she crashed in the props office.
That's about right.
I don't get it. You're supposed to be the sensible one around here. But popping those pills is a lot dumber than anything I ever did.
Yes, and that's saying a lot. Excuse me.
Look, George, I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I think there's someone else you should be telling that to. She's in the kitchen.
Hi, Ed. Having a little snack?
No, I'm eating a carrot. It's part of my diet. I can't take pills like some people.
I don't blame you for being mad at me.
Who's mad? I think it's great. You dress nice, go to law school, do drugs. Hey, I got the coolest mom on the block.
Look, Heather.
You're my mother. I look up to you. You're supposed to know what's right. I mean, whenever I'm going to do something, and I'm not quite sure if I should or not, I always ask myself, what would Mom think? And then if I think you think it was wrong, I don't do it. Or if I do it, I make sure you don't find out.
I thought that it was worth anything to pass that test. But it wasn't worth losing your respect.
So what do you want me to do?
I don't know. You could give me a second chance.
Yeah, I guess you've given me a few.
Thanks.
I hope you know you're grounded.
Yo, Mr. Belvedere, I'm stuck. I need a 6-letter word for airborne irritant.
How about Wesley?
Hey, I may be irritating, but I'm not airborne.
You will be if you don't get your feet off the coffee table.
All right, who's the wise guy?
What's the matter, George?
Somebody's helping that rat.
What?
Look, I could believe it when he stole the bait out of the trap. I even bought it when he emptied my thermos. But rats don't write notes.
Thanks for the cheese. Next time, leave some crackers.
Very funny, Belvedere.
Oh, don't look at me. I would have asked for cookies.
Hey, hold on. I know who's behind this, Mr. Humanitarian. With that big spiel about all God's creatures.
Hey, I didn't mean that junk. I just said it so I wouldn't have to help.
See, I started out wanting to kill him, but then I saw him sitting there with his whiskers and his cute little beady eyes. He didn't seem like a rat anymore. He seemed like one of the family.
Maybe one of your family.
Why didn't you tell me, pal? I'm not going to kill him if he's a friend of yours.
Thanks, Dad. And incidentally, I don't think he's a he, because he just had babies.
What?
Don't worry, I put him in one of Heather's drawers.
It's only 9:30, but the entire Owens household has already retired to their rooms. George and Marcia to get some much-needed rest, Wesley to tend his flock of squiggly little rodents, and Heather, in a last-ditch attempt to sweat off some pounds, has recruited Kevin to wrap her in cellophane before turning in. As for me, I'm trying to help the poor girl by removing everything from the kitchen that could possibly tempt her. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Why are you wearing your necklace around your waist?
I think you look very nice, honey. Another big date with Gary?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We've been dating for 3 months now, and tonight I think he's gonna finally do it.
Do what?
Give me his socks. His socks? Well, yeah. They're a symbol of our mutual love and commitment. See, I'll sleep with them on so he can keep me warm at night.
Honey, sometimes I worry about you.
I wouldn't worry until he gives her his boxer shorts. I thought the news was on.
We're watching Brainbusters.
Not another insipid game show.
But this one's unique. They put kids and adults on the same team.
Yeah, and I know most of the answers.
That would make it unique.
Here comes the lightning round. All right, guys, I'm going to whip you now.
Good luck to our contestants. First question. Who won the 1984 World Series?
Tigers!
Who wrote The Last of the Mohicans?
James Fenimore Cooper.
What was the name of the dog in The Thin Man?
Asta!
What is the scientific name for aspirin?
White pills. Acetylsalicylic acid.
That was my next guess.
Boy, Dad, if you and I went on this show, we could really clean up.
I don't know, Wes.
This week's grand champions and Brainbusters will receive a prize package including a cordless telephone, a laptop computer, a CD player, a digital keyboard, and a Lamborghini.
On the other hand...
I'm way ahead of you, Dad. I applied last week.
All right.
Boy, wouldn't it be great? Wesley T. Owens making his TV debut on Brainbusters.
Funny, I always thought it would be on America's Most Wanted.
Life stinks and then you die.
I take it Gary did not give you his socks.
No, he gave me the boot.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Gary broke up with me. He said I was smothering him. Can you believe it? After I ate lunch with him every day and called him twice every single night. Boys are crazy. I hate them. I am never going out again.
Oh, Heather, there are plenty of other fish in the sea.
Thank you, Mrs. Paul.
Now, look, I remember when Ricky Baldwin broke up with me. I thought it was the end of the world, too. But then I met your father.
I thought you were trying to cheer her up.
Hey, big guy.
Hello, George.
Junk. Bill. One here for you, pal.
A subpoena?
I don't believe it. They want us to try out for Brainbusters this Friday.
You're kidding.
This is radical. We're going to be a team.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh, come now, Heather. There is no use wallowing in self-pity.
Why not?
Because you're wallowing in my rocky road.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, Miss Belvedere, can you iron this for me? I've got a hot date tonight with Myra Banks.
I know what you're up to. You're going to pretend to be real sweet and caring, but you're just going to toy with her affections until you fling her aside like a rag doll, just like all men, you heartless scud. Bucket!
How did she know?
Hi, honey. What are you reading?
The wretched vomit of existence.
Heather, you do have to get on with your life.
Life is a tale told by an idiot.
Speaking of which, George called. He'll be late for dinner.
Look, Heather, just sitting around here all day moping isn't going to do you any good. Hey, what do you say we spend the afternoon at the mall?
I don't want to go to the mall.
Sorry, I was startled by something.
Heather, get up. Now, we are going to the mall. I'm going to buy you something frivolous and expensive, and you are going to like it.
Why don't you just make me walk over hot coals?
Move!
Off to your tryout?
Yep.
George, don't you think you should wash your hands before you leave?
What?
Your hands are all blue.
It's a skin condition.
1492, 1776, 1941. Oh, dear, we're breaking out in historical dates.
I'm trying to cover all the bases.
George, you cannot put all the trivia of the world on your body.
Can I borrow yours? Well, it's okay to be a little nervous.
I'm fine, Dad.
I was talking to myself.
So I see we have our would-be brainbusters already in place. You know who I am.
Who?
Tony Hopper, Dad, the host.
Oh, right. I didn't recognize you in this light.
No problemo. We asked you here to test how you respond to the game situation. Now, don't lean into your mic. Speak up, project, and, hey, be yourselves, huh?
Got it, Tone.
Yeah. Well, I'd first like to greet the Lees from Virginia.
Hi, Tony. I am Trawa, and this is my son, Travo.
I'm Tara and this is my son, Boomdier.
I did the jokes, huh?
I'm Wesley, and this is my dad, George.
Okay. Well, remember the rules. Hit the buzzer when you think you know the answer. We'll give you 50 points if you're right, but we'll penalize you if you're wrong. My first question. It's okay to be aggressive, but let's wait for the category. Okay, babe?
Sure thing, babe.
Who was the president of the United States? George?
Rutherford B. Hayes.
No. Who was the president of the United States when we entered World War I? Yes, Sabo.
Thomas Woodrow Wilson?
Wrong. That's correct.
Thomas?
That was his name, Dad.
Moving on. Name the famous dog.
Benji.
Wrong again. Name the famous dog who almost cost Richard Nixon an election. Yes, Wesley.
Checkers.
That's correct.
Hey, way to go, sport. What a kid. Is he a chip off the old block or what?
Can we proceed?
Sure.
Okay. Now, who won the Triple Crown? Yes, George.
Secretariat. No, Seattle Sloop. No, affirmed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes.
Who won the Triple Crown in baseball in 1967? Yes, Troa.
Carl Yastrzemski.
That is correct.
Hey, that was a trick question.
Hi, we're back.
Hi.
We went to this really trendy place called Safari Junction. I got these earrings made out of chicken beaks.
Lovely. When you tire of them, I'll be able to use them for soup stock.
Heather, will you please take this stuff upstairs? I've got to do some research for this legal seminar tomorrow.
A seminar tomorrow? Well, I thought we could go to the museum or the symphony or the Gap.
Heather, I do have a job.
That's okay. I understand. I'll be happy sitting at home, alone, writing poetry that doesn't rhyme.
Well, look, maybe I can squeeze in an hour or two.
Okay.
Well, are we brain busters yet?
The bust part is right.
What happened?
Well, the producers kind of liked me, but Dad tried to beat up the host.
Look, I'm sorry I let you down, pal. It's just, well, I hated his guts.
That's okay, Dad. What did I want with this stupid Lamborghini anyway?
Don't be distraught, George. It was only a silly game show.
Yeah.
A mindless parade of absolutely useless information.
You're right.
So, you want to go on with me, Mr. Belvedere?
Wesley, I thought you'd never ask.
Hey!
You should be studying the almanac.
I'm taking a break. I've been at it all day.
Wesley, if you are going to be my partner on Brainbusters, you must be prepared. Now, I want you to memorize the state capitals.
I know the state capitals.
In Hebrew?
I brought these from the library like you asked.
Thank you, Kevin.
Will and Ariel Durant's Story of Civilization. I have the Encyclopedia Britannica in the trunk.
Are you trying to kill me?
A tempting thought, but I think we should wait until after the game show. Where are you going?
To school. At least there I can give my mind a rest.
He'll be back.
It's Saturday.
There was a whole chocolate mousse cake in here this morning. Who ate it?
Guess.
The brain that ate Pittsburgh?
Oh, bye, honey. I'm running a little late. Oh, but I'll see you at the mall after school, won't I?
Oh, I don't think so. I may have to appear in court this afternoon.
Oh, but there's going to be this big styling demo at Snyder's Beauty Salon.
Heather, we have been to the mall every afternoon for a week. What's another day?
Oh, great. See ya.
You two have been spending a lot of time together lately.
Yeah.
You've been spending more than that.
Honey, I promise to ease up as soon as she starts dating again, or we go broke.
What three-dimensional figure has 12 sides?
A dodecahedron.
Where was the Ouija board invented?
Baltimore.
How high is a volleyball net?
7 feet 11 and 5/8 inches, Mr. Belvedere. This is boring.
perhaps we should have a little fun. Let's recite the periodic table of elements.
Oh, can we?
Now, I always find the best way to memorize a complex list is to set it to music. Hydrogen and helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine.
Excuse me, I'm going to move in with the Huffnagels.
Hydrogen and helium, lithium.
Oh, Wes. Am I glad to see you?
You are?
No, not really.
No.
Honey, I just mean that it's a relief to see anyone other than Heather.
Yeah, she has that effect on me, too.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was help her out with her boy problems. Now I've created a monster.
At least you're not stuck with Britannica fats. Last night I was in the bathroom. He slipped me a copy of Who's Who in Albania under the door with a note saying he'd be giving me a quiz when I came out.
Well, honey, sooner or later they will return to their normal selves. And until then, we're just going to have to try to be patient and understanding.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mom?
Wesley!
In the meantime, head for the hills.
I just took the trash out again. It's supposed to be Wes's job.
Wesley is otherwise engaged.
Big Guy, aren't you driving him a little hard? I mean, a brain can only absorb so much information, and then it, well, could short circuit.
You ought to know.
All I'm saying is Wes is just a kid.
A kid with a mission.
Huh?
Only once in his life can he strive to become grand champion brainbuster. His moment has arrived, and so has mine. Together, we shall ride the road to fame and glory.
You ate that moose cake, didn't you?
Thank you. Welcome back to Brainbusters. We have a new pair of challengers with us today. Wesley Owens, tell us about yourself.
I'm 13 years old and I'm in the 8th grade at Beaver Falls Junior High.
That's great. That's just great. Let's hear it for Wes. Wes's partner is Lynn Belvedere. Tell us about yourself, Lynn.
Well, Tony, I was valet to Winston Churchill, a confidant to Gandhi, and a housekeeper to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Couldn't hold a job, huh, pal? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's bust some brains. Thank you, Brain. Who wrote the book? Little Women. Yes, Lynn.
Louisa May Alcott.
Correct for 50 points. Who was our first vice president? Lynn.
John Adams.
Correct for another 50 points. What is the fastest land mammal? Wesley.
The cheetah.
Lynn.
The Bolivian Dances by Borodin.
Right again, that's 6 in a row. In the comic strip Thimble Theater, who was the ruler of Nazalia? Yes, Lynn.
King Blozo.
Amazing. Even our computer didn't know that one. That makes the score Belvedere and what's his name? 2,000. The Lees have 300. We'll be right back after these important messages.
Why have you been kicking under the table?
Because you're hogging every answer.
I know my stuff, don't I?
Sure you do. Elephants never forget.
Don't be such a twit. We're here to win, aren't we?
You're here to win. You don't even need me.
Of course I need you. They wouldn't let me in the show without you. Hope I win a jet ski.
I hope you drown ski.
Boys, settle down. We have to set up for our new lightning round.
Hey, welcome back to Brainbusters and our all-new super goopy lightning round. Our adults will now move to their penalty chairs.
Super goopy?
And why are they strapping Mr. Belvedere down?
Nobody told me about this.
Let me clear it up for you, Lynn. You see, in this round, only the junior partner gets to answer. But if he's wrong, Mom, Dad, or Grumpy here has to face the super goopy consequences.
What?
Ready, Trevor?
Uh-huh.
Ready, Wes?
Let me get this straight. If I give a wrong answer, something bad's gonna happen to Mr. Belvedere?
You got it.
I'm ready.
Let's begin. Thanks again, Brain. Name the young French maid who was divinely inspired to fight the British. Yes, Wes.
Tina Turner.
No, it was Joan of Arc. Looks like you laid an egg, Wes. Let's try again. What was the name of the group whose members were John, Paul, George, and Ringo? Yes, Wes?
The Supreme Court.
No, we were thinking of the Beatles. Say, Lynn, that egg makes a pretty scanty breakfast. What do you say we had some oatmeal?
Why is this happening to me?
Why not? Moving on. What was the nationality of the 17th century painter Rembrandt? Yes, Wes?
Now, I think he was Dutch, or else he came from Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland.
No, he was Dutch. You remember the Dutch, don't you? Famous for their cheese, their tulips, their chocolate.
What's happening, man?
Are you kidding? He's doing great. Wesley, you are doing this on purpose.
Next question. To three figures, what is the value of pi? Yes, Wesley.
The value of pi is $1.79.
No, pi equals 3.14. But speaking of pi...
Oh, no!
Oh, yes! We mustn't forget the whipped cream.
Hey, Mom, you seen Heather?
Where?
Well, when you see her, will you tell her that Bobby called and everything's on for tonight?
Bobby? Who's Bobby?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy she's been dating. Didn't she tell you?
Heather!
Hi, Mom, what's up?
Have you been dating somebody behind my back?
You mean like a boy?
No, a wombat. Yes, of course, a boy.
Well, yeah, sorta.
But what about Gary? What about your depression? What about my credit card bills?
Mom, if you want, I'll take all those clothes back.
What?
I don't care about the clothes.
And why did we spend so much time shopping?
It's just it gave me a chance to be with you. You know, just the two of us. I mean, I'm gonna be going to college soon, and we may not have time like this again. And I guess I just didn't want to see it end.
Come here, you. I will always be your mom. Whenever you need me.
I'm glad. And I got to admit, I do look pretty hot in this jumpsuit.
Yeah, I look pretty good in mine, too.
Hey, I have an idea. How about if I buy you something?
Okay. What do you have in mind?
How about a chocolate sundae? Belvedere. We'll be right back.
Despite my humiliation, the events on Brainbusters turned out all right. I displayed my breadth of knowledge to the world. However, I was rather sorry to lose that jet ski.
Mr. Belvedere,
Yes, Wesley?
are you still mad at me?
Certainly not.
Can I come in?
By all means. Cleveland, indeed. Good morning.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, you look really hot.
Thank you, Heather.
What you suited up for, big guy? Wind sprints down to Donut World?
It just so happens I have an appointment at the Maple Hills Health Club.
Wow, that's the most expensive health club in the city. I hear they have a 4-star snack bar.
Precisely.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, where'd you get the money to join such a fancy place?
I used my earnings from some commodities your father and I invested in a while back.
Oh, yeah, that pig thing.
Live hog futures, George. And from that investment, I netted $3,500.
Well, what'd you do with the money you made, Dad?
I did what all smart investors do. I let it ride.
George, pigs are a live commodity.
So?
So, if you don't sell your share, you have to take delivery of the merchandise.
You don't know what you're talking about. I mean, what are they going to do? Mail me some live porkers?
Hey, everybody. Isn't this guy great?
Where'd you find them, Wes?
Big truck pulled up in the driveway filled with pigs. Driver said Dad bought him. What are you going to do with all those oinkers, Dad?
Sign you. What about a tip? Haven't you got anything smaller? Hey, Belvedere, better get rid of the pigs pronto.
Sorry, that's not in my job description.
Can't we just keep them?
Keep 200 pigs? What about the smell?
They'll get used to it. We did.
Take that back, little
come on, right.
Hey, will you kids pipe down? How am I going to figure out what to do if I can't even hear myself think?
Hey, Dad, maybe you could sell the pigs to a restaurant. You know, one of those places where you go up to the tank and pick out which one you want to eat.
Those are lobsters, Kevin.
Hey, I'm just thinking on my feet.
Then sit down.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to get on that phone, and I'm not going to hang up until I unload those porkers. Want to buy a pig?
It's me, George.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Were you successful with your hog calling? I'm sorry.
It's a nightmare. I called 3 rib joints in every football manufacturer in the country. What happened to you guys?
We've been rounding up pigs.
We got out of the yard last night and knocked over half the fences in the neighborhood.
The Huffnagels said they were going to sue.
Oh, great. Just what your mother needs to hear when she gets back from court.
Were there any nibbles at all, George?
Nah, just some pig farmer in West Virginia said he'd take them if Bob brung them.
How on earth are you going to get 200 pigs to West Virginia? I still don't know why I have to go with you.
To ride shotgun.
This is a pig truck, not a stagecoach.
Look, you got me into this, and you don't get off the hook till I'm out of it.
Oh, very well. Do you know how to drive one of these things?
I drove an ice cream truck once.
Why didn't you ask me to ride shotgun then?
13 gears, double clutch. What could be so tough?
I thought you said you could drive this thing.
I can't. I'm just a little rusty.
Don't stop this lurching. I'm going to be sick.
Oh, relax, Belvedere. Who ever heard of getting truck sick? How do you feel, big guy?
Peachy.
Why don't you get some music on the radio? Take your mind off your gut.
Is this what passes for music in this part of the country?
What'd you expect, Gilbert and Sullivan?
Breaker! This is Chi-Town Charlie. Will the fork packer up ahead put on his ears?
Good heavens, what's that?
The CB. The radio. Truckers use it to talk to each other when they're on the road. Pick up the mic and give it a try.
Good evening. This is Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, come on, Belvedere, you can't talk like that.
How should I talk?
Like a guy.
I am a guy.
Like a trucker guy.
I'd sooner take gas.
Give me that. Breaker, breaker, this is the Beaver Falls, boys.
Hey, good buddy. Where you bound with those squealers?
West Virginia, good buddy.
I'm running alongside you. Gonna make a coffee stop soon. Best donuts in the country coming up off exit 5.
We copy you loud and clear, good buddy. The Beaver Falls boys are on your tail.
Everything's under control, Dad. No, Mom's not back from Harrisburg yet. I promise. Not a word. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. So, how's it going?
We're almost finished.
Voila. I'm back. Oh.
Mom, you're home a day early.
Yes, I won the case.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I can't wait to tell your father. Where is he?
Oh, he's with Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, what are they doing? Hunting?
Fishing.
Shopping.
They're hunting for a place to shop for fish.
Oh, strange. When will they be back?
Thursday.
Sunday.
I want to know exactly what's going on around here. And don't leave anything out.
Why the hell can't you read a map? I thought you said you were in the Army.
I was the personal valet to a major general. I made out his uniforms while he read the maps.
Okay. Look, if we don't find a town pretty soon, we're gonna run out of gas.
Perhaps we should call my good buddy Chi-Town Charlie.
And let them know we're lost? We'd be laughed out of the trucking business.
We're not in the trucking business.
We are until we get to West Virginia. If we get to West Virginia.
Well, that shouldn't be much longer. We've been driving for 15 hours.
And there's a sign coming up. See what it says.
You are leaving West Virginia.
Oh, great. I get to sit on a load of pigs all day, and now I get to stay in the Bates Motel.
You can shower first.
Very funny.
Well, at least we found a place where they'd let us park the truck outside.
I just want to sleep. Who cares about the pigs?
You should. If those pigs get stolen, we'll have come all this way for nothing.
Oh, I don't mind. I kind of like seeing the Grand Canyon.
Oh, goody. More cracks about my navigation. I have so missed it for the last 3 minutes.
It's only one bed.
So I see.
Well, I get to sleep in it.
Oh, no. You sleep in the tub and get the daisy imprints on your tush.
Hey, it's your fault we're here.
Oh, no, it's not. If you'd sold those commodities when I told you to, none of this would have happened.
I'll flip you for it.
Oh, George, don't be childish. Let's wrestle.
We can both sleep in the bed.
That's sensible. George.
What is it?
I'm sorry I got us lost.
That's okay. I'm sorry I snapped at you, too. Good night, Belvedere.
Good night, George.
Hey, big guy? You tired?
Who wants to know?
Hey, Belvedere, you locked the back of the truck?
I thought you did.
Oh, boy. Oh, we gotta lock them up.
Oh, Lord, what else could go wrong?
Easy, girl. Come on, baby.
Yes, that's right, officer. My husband ran off yesterday with a bunch of pigs. What do you mean, happens all the time? Look, my husband is out on the road someplace with my housekeeper, and I want to know what you're going to do about it. No, I do not want a date for the policeman's ball. What are you looking at, Porky?
Jeez, Belvedere, you stink.
Aye. You could knock a buzzard off an outhouse.
At least we got them all. For a big guy, you're pretty fast on your feet.
Yeah, well, I was greased pig champion at Oxford.
No kidding.
Yes, we ousted Cambridge for 3 years in a row in the hop, skip, and squeal competition.
You know, Belvedere, you're a good sport. I'm kind of glad I made you come along with me.
I must admit, I'm beginning to enjoy our little adventure.
Hey, why don't you see if you can find out where we can stop around here? This trucker could use a cup of Java.
Right you are, good buddy. Breaker, breaker. This is the Beaver Falls Boys.
Hey, Wes, why is that pig dressed up like Minnie Pearl?
I'm getting him ready for the school talent show. Come on, say howdy.
What, you stupid pig ate my underwear.
He did not. He's wearing it.
Kids, I have to talk to you about Mr. Belvedere and your father.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They were driving down the highway, and there was this huge rainstorm, and they swerved to avoid a car full of nuns, and the truck turned over, and the pigs ate them. I knew it. I knew it.
I just wondered if they called while I was in the shower.
No, nobody called.
Hey, Mom, shouldn't they be back by now? I mean, shouldn't we be worried?
I don't know. I wish we'd hear from them, but in the meantime, let's just hope for the best. Wesley T. Owens, is that pig wearing my jean nete?
Howdy there, friend.
Yo, yo.
The special today is smothered pork chops.
She can smother my pork chops anytime.
What did you say?
He said she could smother his pork chops anytime.
You take that back.
I was only kidding. I didn't know she was your girl.
She's not my girl or anyone else's. She is a woman, a fully independent human being worthy of your respect.
What?
You guys must be from out of state. That second-class citizen malarkey won't fly around here.
Since when is it a crime to admire a great-looking broad?
Looks like what we got here is a man who needs his consciousness raised.
Yeah. Haven't you read The Feminine Mystique?
Hey, you're the pig guy that got me into this mess. Well, you're gonna have to get yourself out of it. Let's party.
Oh, gentlemen!
What do you want, Pee-wee?
Why resort to fisticuffs? Real men would have an eat-off. Here, on the field of honor. The man who eats the most wins.
You're on!
Fast thinking, big guy. Good luck.
Me? Oh, this is your fight, you male chauvinist pig. Sir, I believe the choice of weapons is yours. What will it be?
Beans!
Beans it shall be.
Waitress!
I mean, madam. Honey box! Get set! Eat! Come on, George. Come on, George. Get away. That's it, George. Keep that hand in.
More beans here!
And here, make it a double!
You're going to pay for this on the trip home.
Well, at least we won't run out of gas. Come on now, George. Get a rhythm. Dive into it. Come on now. 1, 2, 1, 2. In. That's it, George. That's it. You got him going. Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, look at the man over here.
Oh, come on now. Just a spoonful from the finish. You've done it, George. You've saved our lives.
I may have saved your life, but I don't know about mine. You beat me fair and square. Takes a real man to wolf down 20 plates of beans.
I guess maybe you two are okay. Hey, you can stick around if you want, right, guys?
Yeah. Great. But for the moment, I think I'm going to stick around the men's room.
Hello? George! You sold the pigs. Wonderful. When are you coming home? You're doing what? Where? George, tell me where you are right now. But, okay. Yeah, you too. Bye now.
So, Mom, what's going on?
Your father and Mr. Belvedere are heading to Memphis with a load of chickens.
Well, when are they coming home?
They're not. They say they're truckers now.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to rescue your father.
I am a pirate king. For it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For I am a pirate king. And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. Pirate king. Yo! I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. For a pirate king, for a pirate
Hey, these Gilbert and Sullivan guys got the Oak Ridge boys beat all to hell.
Well, what do you say, Lynn? Give us another story about the Queen.
Well, I don't know if it'd be ethical, but I could share some of Her Majesty's secrets for raising obedient hounds.
There you are, George.
Whoa.
Have you lost your mind?
Marshall, what are you doing here?
I'm taking you home.
Hello, Mrs. Owens.
Mr. Belvedere, I am appalled. How could you let George get involved in a stupid thing like this? Come on, we're going.
No.
What?
I said no. I'm a trucker now. White line stretching out ahead. 13 gears grinding under you. I gotta tell you, Marsh, I don't care if I ever go back to that sports anchor thing.
Mr. Belvedere, make him come with me.
No.
What?
We're the Beaver Falls Boys.
And we've just begun to sing the song of the open road.
Mr. Belvedere, this is crazy.
Yes, and I love it. I haven't done the ironing in a week.
You mean you left a beautiful woman with a basket of wrinkled clothes? What is this, the Dark Ages?
You stay out of this, mister.
Ooh, scrappy, ain't she? I like that in a woman.
Yeah, me too. Ma'am, you're a fine-looking woman with a mind of your own. And if this yahoo hadn't got sense enough to go home with you, I will. I love to iron.
Do you do cuffs?
Ruffles, pleats, you name it.
Let's go.
Hey, Marcia, what do you think you're doing?
Giving you what you want. You love the open road. I'm not going to stop you. But I need a father for my children and a husband for my bed. Let's hit it.
Over my dead body. I mean, you're my wife, and I'm taking you home. And if anybody's going to do your ironing, it's going to be him. Come on, big guy. We're out of here.
Just a moment, George. I think you've forgotten one little thing.
What's that?
We have a truckload of fryers to get to Memphis.
Forget him.
Forget them and you pay for them.
He's right, Marsh. Looks like we're going to have to make one last run. Guess I'll see you at home.
Guess again. Out of my way, road hog, or I'll shove this baby up your mud flaps.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Mrs. Owens handles a big rig with every bit as much authority as she handles George. It's something of a pity she came after us when she did. Who knows how many happy, song-filled years we'd have spent as truckers if she hadn't. Ah, well, perhaps some things are best left to fantasy.
Hey, Belvedere, I see a donut world. Let's dunk some devil's food.
Then again, sometimes reality beats fantasy, hands down. Anything you say, Big Mama.
And a repressive government on Mission Impossible, followed by a notorious gun runner who kidnaps the younger brother and sister of one of the young writers. Now stay tuned for Living Dogs.
Mr. Belvedere, I left my ironing for you in the kitchen.
Thank you. I'll leave it on the curb with the rest of the trash. George, please, not after I've eaten.
I follow that rule. I'd never get to kiss my wife.
So how far did you guys run today?
Almost 3 miles.
Yeah, we ran all the way down to the courthouse and back.
Dropping off Wesley's bail money?
Go ahead and yuck it up. But we're going to be in great shape for that charity run.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marsh, let's do the stairs.
You're on.
Meet you at the finish line.
First thing in the morning? Gross.
Oh, don't worry. I short-sheeted their bed.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cute seeing Dad try to keep up with Mom like that.
What do you mean, try?
Well, nothing. It's just, Mom's younger. She's in better shape.
Yeah, but Dad's a man.
So?
So he'll probably blow her off the pavement.
Why? Just because he's a man?
Well, yeah.
Kevin, you're a sexist pig.
I am not. I just think men are superior to women.
What?
In sports.
Want to bet?
Bet on what?
The race. If Mom beats Dad, I get your car for a month.
Okay, and if Dad wins, you set me up with backseat Barbara Tenenbaum.
You got it, you chauvinist hellhound.
May the best man win.
Wesley, why are you dressed like Oliver Twist?
This big kid at school has been shaking me down for my lunch money.
And he shook you so hard, your clothes fell apart.
No, I'm wearing these to make him think I'm poor. Then maybe he'll leave me alone.
But if you've already been paying him, he knows you're not poor.
Nah, he's not that bright.
Well, Wesley, I sympathize, but you can't leave the house looking like that.
Then could you lend me some money? This jerk said if I don't give him enough today, he's gonna wipe me off the face of the earth.
I'm sorry, I'm a little short.
Wesley, hi. I saved your seat.
Yeah, thanks, Marjorie.
Hey, Wes, don't cut by today. Miss Rockland's not wearing a bra.
Miss Rockland's a tramp.
Yeah.
Why, Louis, it looks to me like Owens has bought himself a lovely lunch today. Yeah, and if he can afford to buy a lovely lunch, Ernie, he must have lots and lots of money.
See you later, Wes. I hope.
Come on, you guys, I'm tapped out.
Oh, did you hear that, Ernie? Owens is tapped out.
I could give you a meatball.
Say, those meatballs do look real tasty. And I'll bet they look tastier and tastier as you get closer and closer. Yeah, Ernie, give him a meatball face.
Hey, what do you guys think you're doing?
Hey, it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, it's totally cool. We're out of here.
I didn't mean to scare away your friends, but my mother told me not to play with food.
Hey, I'm Wesley.
I'm Lenny. I just moved here.
Well, Lenny, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I didn't really want to join the football team, but when the coach saw me, he got down on his knees and thanked his patron saint and stuff.
No, you didn't have to walk me all the way home, Lenny.
Well, it's okay.
Don't you have football practice?
No. Coach says I just have to show up at the games, and the other team's quarterback usually faints.
Wesley, I attempted to clean up your room, but I couldn't find the floor. Now, either put these away or throw them out.
Okay.
Who's your little friend?
This is Lenny. Lenny, this is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Wow, you're almost as big as my mom.
You must bring her by. And we can all play Twister.
Okay.
Come on, let's watch some TV.
Oh, you like comic books? Hydrogen Man and Cosmic Crusher.
Yeah, and this one, a guy gets thrown in a cage with a bunch of screaming, bloodthirsty hyenas.
Sounds like my average day around here.
These are kind of violent. I like Archie comic books. I like Jughead and Betty, and I kind of relate to Moose. Bet you think that's stupid, don't you?
Well, I never really told anybody this before, but I kind of like Archie's, too.
You do?
Yeah, my favorite is Mr. Lodge. You know Veronica's dad? I like him because he's really rich, and he always takes advantage of people.
Mom, why are you putting on makeup to go jogging?
Well, I like to look nice for your father.
Well, I guess if you can't win, you might as well look good losing.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you can't beat Dad in the 5K. He's the guy.
Heather, that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, wake up and smell the coffee, Mom.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Dad.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Look, Mom is 15 years younger than you. There's no way you can keep up with her.
Kevin, it's not like we're racing against each other or anything.
Oh, good attitude. That way you can smile and wave as she runs past you.
if it isn't my good friends Ernie and Louis. You guys met Lenny?
Hi, Ernie. Hi, Louis.
You know, I'm kind of short on cash today, and the Salisbury steak looks so yummy. You guys wouldn't happen to have a couple bucks to spare, would you?
Boy, that's really nice of you guys.
Someday, Owens. Yes, someday, Owens.
Thanks, Ern. You guys are real sweethearts.
I would have let you have one of my Salisbury steaks. I've already had 6.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have tasted nearly as good.
Hi, Wes.
Oh, hi, Margie. I'll be right back.
My parents are finally letting me have that party.
Yeah?
Tomorrow night, and chaperone.
Yeah?
Yeah, to bring some hot music and plenty of banaka.
Hey, Wes, I'm going back for 7s. You want anything?
No thanks, Lenny.
Okay.
What? What you made me do? You gorp! Oh!
I'm sorry. Jughead once did the same thing to Betty. She was miffed, too.
I guarantee you, he chewed her up and spit her out.
I'm telling you, she turned him into dog meat.
Grandma Hufnagel chasing Spot again?
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Here they come.
Oh, boy. That was really fun.
I really worked up a sweat. I think I'm going to take a shower.
I'll join you.
The more the merrier. But I get the duck.
I don't get it. I lit a fire under Dad this morning. I was sure he was going to go out there and annihilate her.
I can't believe you interfered like that. I am shocked.
You tried Mom, too, huh?
Oh, I thought I had her going.
Why are you two so interested in who finishes first?
Oh, just a little friendly wager between a loving brother and sister.
Cain and Mabel.
Maybe we just weren't clever enough.
That never stopped you before.
Maybe you should sit down.
I just really need to talk to you.
Alone. Lenny, I think Mr. Belvedere's opening a canned ham in the kitchen.
Oh, great. Maybe you'll let me scrape the jelly off of it.
We can't have the party at my house tomorrow night. My parents had to move their past life regression seminar there.
Ah, tough break.
We can still have the party if we can find somewhere else to have it.
Well, maybe we could have it here.
Wesley, you're brilliant. And you're so cute when you're brilliant.
Boy, Mr. Belvedere sure is generous. He even let me have the big half.
Gee, Wes, I've gotta go. You're not gonna invite baby Huey to the party, are you?
Lenny, he's my friend.
Well, I'm your friend, too. And I'm a better kisser.
Hey, Wes, want to come to my house tomorrow night and look at my comic book collection?
I can't, Lenny. Saturday nights, my family goes Latvian folk dancing.
Well, that sounds like fun. Can I come?
Gee, no. You have to be part Latvian.
Oh. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what kind of hors d'oeuvres are you planning for my soiree tomorrow night?
How about some happy face cookies?
Don't embarrass me. I've graduated to more adult pursuits.
Fine, I'll put out the brandy and cigars.
Come on.
Don't worry. I'll prepare something pubescent. Suppose I'll need extra food for Lenny. Perhaps a water buffalo.
You don't have to worry about Lenny. He went on a diet. Well, see ya.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hey, Kev.
Boy, big sale on running shoes in the paper. There's a pair here that might be good for you.
Oh, the ones I got are all right.
Okay. I just thought since Mom got a pair of those new jackrabbits, you might want a pair.
Jackrabbits?
Oh, yeah, right here.
$190? For that money, they should be chinchillas.
Boy, she must really want to look good.
Or else she really wants to win.
Where are you going, Dad?
I'm gonna bag me some jackrabbits.
Your father spent $200 on running shoes? What do they do? Fly?
I think it's neat that Dad's getting into trendy sportswear.
Maybe what he's trying to get is an edge on me.
He wouldn't do that. Would he?
Come on, Viv. We're going to the mall.
Hey, pretty hot shoes, Dad. How they feel?
I don't know. They felt better at the store.
Perhaps if we removed the shoehorn.
Hey, what the heck's all that?
This is going to cut my wind resistance in half.
I'm gonna cut your credit cards in half.
What's the matter, Georgie? You scared of a little competition?
Scared? I don't even know the meaning of the word.
All right. Then put your running shoes where your mouth is.
You're on.
Well, I hope you two are happy. All you've done is turn a simple charity run into Death Race 2000.
Yeah, isn't it great?
All's ready, Wesley. I even finished unpacking the raw meat to toss to your friends.
Excellent.
Oh, yes, Lenny called. He had hoped to catch you before you left for your Latvian folk dancing.
Okay, so I didn't invite him. Actually, I'm doing him a favor.
Oh, really?
Well, he's big and clumsy, and there's gonna be girls around.
Are you afraid he'll sit on one?
He just wouldn't fit in.
I understand.
You do?
Certainly. Why tell anyone he's your friend? All he's ever done is to save your worthless little life. Enjoy your party. Look, children, I bought you a nice bowl of treats. Perhaps I should have brought the fire extinguisher. I have an idea. Let's play a nice game of hide and seek, and I'll be it. Now close your eyes and count to 10. And remember, no peeking. I can't think of anything that would be more fun. Apparently they can.
Elbowed me into that mud puddle.
After you pushed me into that German Shepherd. Hey, Wes, who said you could have a party?
I did. Problem with that?
I'm gonna get some punch. You want some?
No, but I'd like my gum back.
With any luck, that'll be the vice squad. Ah, something better.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Look, everyone. It's Lenny.
Hi, Wes.
Hi, Lenny.
Hey, Wes, I don't get it. What happened to the folk dancing?
Well, the accordion player died. So I came home and there was this surprise makeout party.
Oh. You guys can go back to kissing if you want. Oh, boy, Cosmic Crusher in 3D. Sure you don't want to check it out?
Trust me.
I can almost feel him crushing the life out of me.
I know just how you feel.
I can't believe he just showed up like that.
Yes, well, it is annoying when someone you've kissed off turns up at a kissing party.
That's my point. I've got 5 couples out there, and Lenny. Who's gonna suck his face?
Don't look at me.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are you going?
Ask Moose.
Don't leave, Marjorie. The party's just starting.
Sorry, Wes, but the party's over.
Hey, Wes, everyone else is leaving. I'm gonna go too.
Oh, sure, ruin my party and run. What'd you have to come here for in the first place?
I always come here. We're friends, aren't we?
Not when I'm around other people, you big jerk.
Well, how about some pin the tail on the donkey? Wesley, bend over.
From now on, we train separately.
That's not the only thing we do separately. You're sleeping on the couch.
Forget the couch. I'll sleep at Kevin's.
You know, this race is getting much more interesting now there's a wager on it.
Oh, I didn't bet on the race.
Me neither.
Good morning.
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 Boy, Mom, you look like you're faster than a speeding bullet. Better watch out, Dad. Well, gotta run. Bye.
Heather started this.
I think she had some help from Kevin.
And your heartwarming idiocy did the rest.
Hi.
Hey, Owens. Looks like you and the Jolly Green Giant had a falling out. Yeah, looks that way to me, Ernie. I think you owe us a little apology. Yeah, a little apology. And a lot of money. So what do you say, buddy? Yeah, what do you say, buddy?
I'm sorry.
Owens is sorry, Lewis. You sorry, Owens?
Yeah. I'm sorry Lenny's too nice to use your ugly face for a battering ram.
You're asking for it, pal.
Oh, I'm real scared, worm lips.
You must want to die, Owens.
Better than smelling your rat breath.
Crawl through the ceiling, Ernie.
Go ahead, do it. Listen to your stupid little slave.
Hey, you're bothering my lunch.
I didn't know you were still eating.
I'm always still eating. What'd you go and say that stuff to him for? You could have got yourself killed.
Maybe I deserve to. Sorry for treating you so lousy.
Everyone treats me lousy. I'm just a loser.
You're not a loser. I am.
Huh?
All I wanted was to save my own butt. I used you, just like Mr. Lodge. And you fell for it, because you're a big, dumb, nice guy, just like Moose.
I can see why you don't want me around your friends.
They're not my friends. They bug out the minute there's trouble. Not you. You're the only real friend I've got.
I am? That's kind of pathetic.
Come on, I'll buy you chocolate milk.
Make it a 6-pack.
Take the dumb VCR so you can watch your stupid jock interviews all day long.
And you can keep the stove. You don't know how to use it anyway.
Hi, what's going on?
So you two all set for the big race?
Forget the race.
Your father and I have something to tell you. We're getting a divorce.
What?
I will decline spousal support in return for 70% of all community property.
70%?
That's it, Buster. Take it or I'll see you in court.
Oh, to hell with it. Anything to get rid of you.
Mr. Belvedere?
I'm sorry. I tried.
The only thing left is who gets them.
I don't want them.
I never wanted them.
Oh, my God, wait. See, me and Kevin made a bet on who would finish first in your race, and we each tried to make you want to win real bad, and it didn't work. So we got together, made you hate each other, and now you're getting divorced, so please don't, because it was all just because of our stupid, stupid bet.
We know that.
You do?
How do you know?
A little birdie told me.
So I take it you two aren't getting a divorce?
No.
You had to learn not to manipulate your parents.
Yes, that's my job.
I hope you learned your lesson.
All right, Mom, Dad, I'm really sorry.
Me too.
Hey, just think what life would be like around here if I moved out.
I can't, George. I get too excited.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Kevin and Heather do appear to have learnt their lesson and have leashed the dogs of war. George, however, tripped Marcia in the charity race and beat her handily. My, is she angry. Perhaps George will be leaving after all. We can but hope. Lenny has helped teach Wesley that friendship is a two-way street. And speaking of two-way streets, Lenny presented me with a valued gift in thanks for all the goodies I've prepared for him.
Give me that, you bloodworm.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Wes, what's up?
Fine. Now they're double teaming me.
Mr. Belvedere, this is Craig Larrabee.
How'd you do?
Hi.
He just moved here from Texas.
I lived there a month, and before that it was Alaska, Venezuela, and Saudi Arabia.
Are you wanted by the law like Wesley?
My dad drills for oil, and we never stay in any place too long.
Well, next time you move, take him with you.
Come on, Craig.
Wesley, don't forget you have some leaves to rake.
Oh, I can. I'm supposed to tutor Craig. My English teacher asked me to get him up to speed.
If there's anything you want to know about literature, I am an expert.
Yeah, and he does a great impression of Moby Dick.
Hey, let's look for that hot Cher video. I hear she has a new tattoo.
Craig, Mrs. Bunger assigned us a book report.
All right. What book are you doing?
A Tale of Two Cities. It's really cool and bloody, and everybody gets their heads cut off.
Wow, you're really into this, Wes. I bet you could dash your book report off in 10 minutes.
Well, I've never actually timed myself.
Hey, maybe. Nah, forget it.
What?
Well, maybe. You could dash one off for me. It would really help me catch up with all my studying.
I don't know.
Look, Wes. My dad can get us tickets to the U2 concert on Saturday night, but I have to have all my homework done. And if you help me out on this paper, we could be sitting front row center.
George, what are you doing to my kitchen?
Well, about once a year I get a craving for tapioca pudding.
Are you going to take a bath in it?
Come on, big guy. Give it a taste. It really goes down smooth.
Not bad.
Har, har, har.
What is your secret ingredient? Tabasco sauce?
Oh, 150 proof rum. Are you okay?
No, it's just that I have a nervous stomach.
Nervous? If I was your stomach, I'd be terrified.
Your feeble wit doesn't help.
You know, my father used to have pains like that, and he had an ulcer.
Funny how it follows you around.
Hey, big guy, how much of that antacid you been chugging down?
Oh, don't worry, George. Everything's under control.
Dr. Hodes thinks that Mr. Belvedere has an ulcer.
I think Dr. Hodes is a charlatan.
Now, there's no point denying it, Mr. Belvedere. The pictures don't lie.
What pictures?
These.
Oh, my God! What is it?
Mr. Belvedere's stomach.
Looks like they used a wide-angle lens.
This is the ulcer, this inflammation of the stomach lining.
You know, this is kind of fascinating in a really gross and disgusting way. What's this?
It looks like a Louisiana license plate.
I'm glad you're all having so much fun at my expense.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Belvedere.
And believe me, we're all going to help you get better.
Uh-oh.
Can't believe it. Mrs. Bunker just gave me a D- on my book report.
The old battle axe? She gave me an F.
Uh-oh. Battle axe at 12 o'clock.
Hello, children.
Hello, Mrs. Bunker.
Craig, you left your math book in my class.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Bunger.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed your book report. And yours, Wesley, was also competent. But I'm very disappointed in the rest of you. You've been fiddling while Rome burns.
Who's been fiddling? I can't even play kazoo.
I can play the cello.
So I'm gonna let you buy me lunch, Trobo.
Thanks.
Boy, you've only been here a week and you've already got Bunker figured out. What's your secret?
I told her she had great legs. See you guys later.
Boy, he's really smart. So cool.
Well, he's not all that great.
What do you mean?
Well, I really shouldn't say, but I sort of wrote his report for him to help him out.
You did? I'm shocked.
Hey, don't rat on me, okay?
I'm shocked that you do such a sweet thing for a relative stranger, but not for a very special friend. Who'd be very, very appreciative.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin.
These cold-cut heroes are great. Especially with the Bermuda onions, the provolone, the Russian dressing just dripping.
Kevin!
Oh, yeah, I heard about your ulcer thing. So, how are your strained turnips?
Here you go, big guy. We got you some great grub at the store.
Grub! My favorite!
Yogurt, watercress, rice cakes, tofu squares.
We also got you this pamphlet, 101 Ways to Prepare Cottage Cheese.
I shall treasure it always.
You know, big guy, you're taking this a lot better than I thought.
That shouldn't surprise you, George. My English character has taught me the value of self-discipline. Speaking of that, it's time to indulge in another English tradition.
Hi. What are you doing? What's the matter? Mr. Belvedere's going to drink tea. He can't do that.
Why not?
Well, it's bad for your ulcer. I read it in your medical brochure.
She's right. Tea is chock full of caffeine. I can be murder on your stomach lining.
Bourgeois, I'm not going to forego tea.
You don't have to. There are herbal teas you can drink.
Well, yeah, like Floral Sunset and Lullaby Spice.
I'd rather drink motor oil.
Suit yourself, but regular tea is a no-no.
Here, make yourself some cottage cheese soup.
How's it going, Marjorie?
I got an A- on our paper.
I must have been a little tired.
Hey, Wes.
Trouble, Lewis.
Owen. I thought we were friends.
Huh?
Friends don't write book reports for other people that throw off the class curve.
Word gets around, doesn't it?
Tell you what, I'll let you write my next paper, and I'll tell my pals in the wrestling team not to twist you up like a pretzel.
You're all heart, Lewis.
Don't tell anyone. Come on, Trovo. I'll let you buy me lunch.
Swell.
This report stuff is getting out of hand.
Hey, Wes. Hey, Marge.
Hey, Craig.
Hi.
Thought you might like this, Wes. In Excess in Concert.
Whoa, how much do I owe you?
You don't have to pay me. It's yours.
What, Craig?
Hey, Wes, we're buddies, right? Maybe you can help me out with another report sometime.
I so missed you, old friend.
No, I heard noises. They're coming from downstairs.
Be careful.
you're a burglar. What are you doing up? Hey, you ain't trying to cheat on your diet, are you? Well, I know this diet stuff is tough to take, but you gotta stick with it. There's no substitute for health. Strange place to floss your teeth.
Hello. Oh, hi, Louis. A paper in War and Peace by Thursday? I'll get back to you. Come in.
Hello, Wesley. Are you all right? You haven't been pestering me lately.
I've been working kind of hard.
Yes, and you should be rewarded. So I bought you some yummy tea.
I don't drink tea.
Oh. Too bad. Well, it's a shame to let all this go to waste.
Good boy, Spot. Mr. Belvedere, put that down. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Look, I told you I'm not taking any more clients. Thanks, I already have Super Bowl tickets on the 50-yard line.
Hey, Wes, when are you going to come up for some air?
Sometime in July. Unless everyone goes to summer school.
Hey, you got any rejects for me? I don't have to get an A every time.
Just get off my back, Craig.
Hey, come on. Friends help each other out.
You're going to have to write this one yourself.
But you're so much faster than I am, and you're way hip to what Bunger wants.
Sorry.
I thought we were friends here, and now you're helping everybody else out, but you're just dumping me?
Look, I'll get to it if I can. Can you hand me that copy of War and Peace? It's on the bed.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
This is Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, right. Sorry.
This is Franny and Zooey.
Oh, give me a break.
What's the matter with you? Can't you read? Can't you? Hey, you're not kidding. You really can't read.
Just forget it. I'm out of here.
So that's why you've been getting me to write your reports and skipping class and stuff.
Yeah.
You're a bigger con artist than I am.
Hey, you think this is easy? Doodling in my notebook trying to make it look like I'm writing? Or bringing a tape recorder to class and hoping the batteries don't run out?
Why didn't you just learn how to read?
I did, in the 2nd grade. And then my dad started bouncing all over the place and never had a chance to catch up.
There are special classes you can take.
Yeah, with a bunch of 6-year-olds. Anyway, if I let anybody find out about this, they'd think I was stupid.
I don't think you're stupid. You're smart enough to fool me.
So?
So all you have to do is learn how to read. And I think I know how you can do it.
Look, I'm not Einstein. You're going too fast for me.
You were doing great.
Yeah, right. Dick, Jane, and Spot. See Spot run. Like that's real life.
It is around here.
Well, forget it. I've just been wasting my time. I quit.
You can't. We have to read our reports in front of Bunger's class tomorrow. What are you going to do?
Oh, goody. The Rat Patrol.
We were so worried about you.
Oh,
We know it's almost 4 o'clock. You must want some tea.
really?
Well then, here you go.
Oh, my. I don't understand.
Now just relax, Heather. Pour him some tea.
Here you go.
Now just lean in and smell the aroma. Breathe in the steam. Yummy, isn't it?
Yes.
You'd like some, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Bad, Mr. Belvedere, bad!
What are you doing?
Aversion therapy. We're gonna make you hate the sight of teeth.
That is ridiculous.
Exactly.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because we love you.
Well, I guess that's enough punishment for one day. Go ahead, take your reward.
Belvedere!
You are maniacs, both of you. You make Wesley look like Santa Claus.
As you know, today is book report day. And now, who would like to read theirs first? Craig's work has been excellent recently. Where is he? There you are, Craig. You may favor us with a recitation.
Huh?
I'd be happy to read mine, Mrs. Bunker.
No, Wesley. It's probably smut.
Yes, ma'am.
You may sit. And you, Craig, may begin.
Well, I'm not very good in front of an audience.
We're all your friends here.
Yeah, well, I, kind of have this sore throat.
Craig, read it or weep.
This is a book report about a book called The Little Engine That Could. He read a baby book.
Now, who needs this?
Craig.
Come on, cut him some slack.
We can't read.
Well, at least he's doing his own work, which is more than I can say for a lot of people.
Wesley, what are you saying?
I'm saying that there are some people who can read but don't have the brains to do it. And there are other people who can't read but have the guts to do something about it.
I think you and I have something to discuss after class. You may sit. And now, Craig, you may continue.
Look, do I have to? It's so dumb.
I'll be the judge of that. And if any one of you makes a sound, it'll be your last.
I liked the train because I know how it felt. No one thought it could get over the hill, but it tried real hard and made it anyway.
I cannot go on much longer, George. I've just got to have my tea. My British blood cries out.
Easy, big guy. Let's watch a little TV.
Oh, all right. What's on?
Well, let's see. Here's a documentary, good, on the Teapot Dome scandal. Well, what about Wall Street Week? They're discussing T-bills.
No, they're not. What's this?
This is that old movie, Tea and Sympathy.
This is a bloody conspiracy.
Refreshing iced tea, anyone?
Mrs. Owens.
Sugar? Lemons? Caffeine?
Hey, relax. What about a pillow?
My, oh my, George, that's quite a tea bag.
Hi, I'm back from Disneyland.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
George, make them stop.
Hey, fool! Who you calling George? I'm Mr. T!
Everybody! Picture you upon my knee. Tea for two and two for tea. Me for you and you for me alone. We will raise a family.
And all of us will drink your tea.
Happy we will be.
Hey, wake up, big guy, wake up! Yeah, what? You were yelling horrible, horrible. Were you having a nightmare?
No, George. I was dreaming about your golf pants.
Where are you going?
Where I shall never have any more nightmares.
Oh, Belvedere, please don't go away.
Stay back! I shall have tea, even if I have to flap my arms and fly to London.
Talk about a jumbo jet.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Wesley's friend Craig is now enrolled in remedial reading classes, freeing Wesley to do what he does best, serve detention. But his sentence was commuted because he acted so nobly in the cause of literacy. Meanwhile, I just flew in from England, and boy, are my arms tired. Happily, my doctor says I'm well enough to resume drinking tea in moderation. He attributes my recovery to diet, but I wonder if it has more to do with the 3 weeks Wesley spent writing, tutoring, and leaving me alone.
Mr. Belvedere, be careful if you take a bath tonight. My alligator's in the tub.
Well, that answers that.
Left arm. Here you go. Hurry up, Heather. I gotta meet Marvin. I can't believe you're going to the homecoming dance with him. He's a little nerdy, isn't he? He's not nerdy. He's just smart. He's got dandruff in his eyebrows. That's eczema. And besides, you're just cranky because you don't have a date. Didn't anyone ask you? Well, sure. I mean, there was interest. Okay, so I'm going through a dry spell. Where's the head? Down at the end of the hall next to the water fountain. The head of the statue? Oh. Well, if you ask me, Heather, you're much too choosy. Maybe. But I'm still young enough to believe there's a Mr. Right. Sure, like he's gonna walk right up to you and say, hi.
Hi. Looks like you lost your head. Like my psychology professor was saying, one of the reasons Carl Jung split with Sigmund Freud was over their different theories of dream interpretation.
Hey, Kev, all I asked you was, what does it mean if I dream of dancing naked with Pee Wee Herman?
Wesley, you weasel! Turn that thing off!
But I'm
I'm trying to shoot a video for school.
Not while I'm taking my bath.
What do you know? They raised the Titanic.
But Mr. Belvedere, you're my favorite subject.
Then you should try and capture me at my best.
You couldn't capture that with a harpoon.
Hey, I've got a great idea. How about a Mr. Belvedere housekeeping video? We can show how you cook and clean and unplug the John and everything.
I have honed my skills for decades. I will not have them trivialized.
But this is just what the public is crying for.
If the public is crying, it's because you're on the loose.
What about you?
Well, I know I could get into Valley Junior College. My dad once saved the dean's life or something.
Your dad's sports reports are terrific. I'd like to meet him sometime.
You probably will. When it comes to guys, he has this weird kind of radar. Dad, this is Keith, who was helping me put decorations up for the homecoming dance.
Oh, yeah.
Heather, why don't you invite your friend in?
Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Come on in.
If I blew this chance to meet George Owens, I'd never forgive myself. You know, I read your sports column for years. I used to clip it for my scrapbook.
Sure.
And doffing his cap, Willie Stargell rode off into our memories. No one had to ask, who was that masked man? For we all knew he was the soul of Pittsburgh.
I wrote that 10 years ago. Stargell sent me roses.
Keith, this is my mom.
Hello.
Right, you're the attorney. Heather has told me all about you. Between you and me, she's real proud of you.
Keith.
I didn't mean to embarrass you.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, look, I have to run. Football practice.
Wait a second. You're not Keith Elliott, are you?
Uh-huh.
The all-state wide receiver?
Well, that was last year. This year I'm taking a couple of college courses, and it cuts into my practice time.
Oh.
Well, it was nice meeting you both.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you walk Keith to his car?
Huh?
Go ahead.
I think my father likes you.
How could you tell? Listen, Heather, do you have a date for the homecoming dance?
What? I mean, aren't you going with a cheerleader or something?
I was, but we just broke up. Why don't you think it over?
I will. I mean, I will go to the dance with you. Oh, God.
Great. I'll call you later.
I'm Inga, your favorite Swedish maid. Good morning. Today, I'd like to show off my very wonderful Swedish meatballs. Don't they make your mouth water? All of our ingredients we get fresh from the farm, like the tomato, onion, eggs, and of course the cow, which is where the egg comes from.
What is this madness?
Cut. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How do you like my housekeeping video?
This is degrading to women, Swedes, blondes, domestics, and several members of the animal kingdom.
Yeah, that's why it's going to make me rich.
Wesley, I'm shocked that even you could sink to such depths.
Well, you wouldn't be in my video, so I had to do the next best thing.
Yeah?
Very well, Wesley. I'll be in your grubby little video.
And action.
Hello.
Cut. He's up on the smile. We're not trying to sell denture cream. And action.
Hello. This is Mr. Belvedere. Here to show you the way to get rid of those irritating stains upon your breadboard. It is easy, the Belvedere way. Simply measure 1 part of baking soda.
Cut.
What now?
Snore City. Can't you jazz it up a little?
What do you want me to do, drop my pants?
Worth a try.
This is insupportable.
Okay, I take it back. You can be as boring as you want.
Oh, no, Wesley, I wouldn't dream of it.
Huh?
If it's show business you want, it's show business you'll get.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Kev, what are you doing here on a Friday night?
Is there anything wrong with me wanting to spend some quality time with my family?
Struck out again, huh?
You must either be Keith or a singing telegram.
Mr. Belvedere, right?
The last I heard.
Great to meet you. I'm here to pick up Heather for the dance.
Hey, come on in, fella.
Good to see you again, Mr. Owens.
Call me George. George! I'd like you to meet Heather's brother,
Kevin.
Keith here is all-state in 3 sports. Got 1,500 on his SATs.
Oh, come on. I'm sure Kevin did a lot in high school, too.
I was lunchroom monitor for 3 years.
Heather! Don't want to keep your date waiting!
We're coming.
There she is. Miss America.
Dad. Don't mind him, Keith.
Heather, you look beautiful. This flower doesn't do you justice.
Oh, thank you.
That must be Norman Rockwell.
Help! What's the matter, Ange? Marvin is in the hospital. He was blowing up a balloon and he hiccuped and swallowed it. Now I don't have anywhere to take him to the dance.
Oh, don't despair. I know someone who's free.
That's very sweet, Mr. Billy Goat. But they'd probably think you were my grandfather or something.
Not me, you ninny. I was thinking of Kevin.
What?
Oh, gee, Kevin, would you? I'd be really, really grateful.
Look, I don't have a tux or anything.
Hey, don't worry, pal. I got something you can wear.
They certainly dress the hell funny around here.
Look, my father wore this at his wedding, all right? This was a last-minute thing, okay?
So you having a good time?
I've had migraines that were more fun.
The perfume smells nice.
Oh, thanks. My dad had it flown in from Paris.
Well, I'm sure glad you didn't have a date.
For once in my life, so am I.
Where are we going?
They're gonna announce the king and queen!
Oh, good. Does this mean it's almost over?
Come on, Kevin, you look adorable.
I look like the Maharishi of Pittsburgh.
Thank you, gods and goddesses. On behalf of the happy guys of Beaver Falls, who sponsored this year's homecoming jamboree and tire sale, I am proud to announce this year's homecoming queen and king. May I have the envelopes, please?
I really hate this a lot.
Van Buren's homecoming queen is... Oh, I can't wait. Angela Shostakovich. She'll be escorted to the stage by her colorful escort, Kevin Owens.
Oh, no. I'm not going up.
That's a good sport.
I bet I know who the king will be.
And Van Buren's homecoming king is Keith Elliott. And he leads to the stage his lovely consort, Heather Owens. Let's hear it for our royalty.
I've never been up here before. The view is really beautiful.
Sure is.
Why were you in such a rush to leave the dance early?
I was tired of sharing you with the crowd. I wanted to have you all to myself.
Really?
You know, if I had my way, I'd have named you my queen.
Keith, that's a little out of bounds.
I like you, Heather.
Well, I like you too, Keith. But I just met you.
You feel something for me, you know it.
Keith, I don't want to.
You just need to relax.
No, you need to cut it out. Stop it. I said no. No.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kev.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, honey, we saw your picture in the paper.
Huh?
Yeah, the homecoming dance. Look, a great big picture of the four of you.
Oh, boy. Maybe if I hurry, I can buy up the rest of the copies.
Hey, kitten. You see this? Looks like you guys had the time of your lives.
Uh-huh.
What's the matter with her?
Oh, George, she's still in a swoon over last night.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. How long can it take to get ready for a dumb dusting lesson? Mr. Belvedere, what have you done?
I have decided to take your advice about jazzing up our little production. After all, if I am going to be a star, I should look like a star.
Yeah, but why Dracula?
Quite well. If I am to dust, where is my feather duster? Quickly, where are the props?
Right here. Okay, can we just get started? Here we go, and action.
Dust, you say? In the words of the immortal bard, whether 'tis nobler to dust the mantle or wipe it with a polished cloth. Aye, there's the rub. What are you doing?
Calling the guys in the white jackets.
Hello, Heather.
Hi.
You're missing Keith's football game.
I hate football.
There's hope for this family yet.
Mr. Belvedere, I think I'd rather be alone.
Is everything all right between you and Keith?
Fine.
You haven't taken his phone calls for a week.
I'm playing hard to get.
Oh, I see. Oh, by the way, I found something belonging to you. It was stuffed in a trunk in the attic under some of your old Cabbage Patch dolls.
I didn't want it anymore.
There's a large rip in it. How did it happen?
Keith tore it.
How?
He tried to rape me.
What? Why didn't you say something?
I don't know. Probably because it was my own stupid fault. I mean, I take a bath in perfume. I practically pour myself into this dress. And then I leave early with the jerk. Just so we could go park up on Makeout Mountain.
That entitles him to assault you?
He thought so.
Oh, Heather. You must tell your parents.
I'm afraid to. They never believe me. They think their precious Keith can do no wrong.
Well, perhaps you should give them a try.
Hey, we're back.
And the sooner the better. Come on.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Mom. Mom,
Oh, Heather, you should have seen Keith today.
Look, there's something that I need.
He scored 3 touchdowns, 1 on a punt return. I mean, this kid could go all the way to the NFL.
Speaking of going all the way, there's...
Oh, you know, we spoke to Keith after the game. He was so disappointed you weren't there to cheer him on.
Yeah, kitten. You ought to show some interest. I mean, guys like him don't grow on trees.
No. They swing on them.
Hi, Mr. Owens. George.
Hey, come on in, buddy.
Hey, it's nice of you to invite me over to see your sports collection.
It's a pleasure. Nobody else in this family appreciates it.
Wow.
A football signed by Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, he threw it at my head once when I called him Baldy.
Keith,
Hi, Heather.
what's he doing here?
I invited him. Why don't you sit down and join us, honey?
Oh, no, thank you.
Hey, come on, Heather. I haven't seen you for a long time.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hey, what's going on with you two?
Oh, Heather, I managed to repair your dress. Look, you'd never know there'd been a huge rip down the front.
What happened to your dress, honey?
Why don't you ask Keith?
What's he talking about?
Beats me.
You liar! You jumped on me and tried to rip my dress off.
Hey, lighten up. The dress ripped while we were messing around a little.
Messing around? Is that what you call trying to rape me?
What? I can't believe she's saying this.
I screamed at him to stop, but he wouldn't.
Hey, girls never mean stop when they say to. You know that.
Sure. Sure. Listen, kitten, would you excuse us two jocks for a minute? We need to have a little mano-a-mano time.
Ow!
You got it.
Look, Mr. Owens.
Shut up. Listen, the only reason you're still living is because you're not worth breaking an autograph bat over.
Yes, sir.
Girls never mean stop when they say to. Who taught you that, Freddy Krueger?
I'm sorry.
Sorry won't cover this one. Listen, cleats for brains. No means no. You got it?
Got it.
It's guys like you that give athletes a bad name. It's guys like you that give guys a bad name.
Can I go now?
Get out of here. See you around my daughter or anyone else's. You'll be running past patterns in a body cast. Oh, honey, why'd you wait so long to tell us?
I don't know. I was ashamed. I thought it was my fault.
But you didn't do anything wrong.
Thanks, Mom.
Heather, we're your parents, and you can come to us with anything.
Yeah, even if it seems like we're too old and dumb to understand.
So are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Hey, kitten, another thing I don't get. I mean, Keith's a pretty big guy. How'd you get away from him anyway?
Well, Dad, I did what you always taught me to do. I kicked him where it would hurt most.
Ooh, hey, that's my girl. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world premiere of my Mr. Belvedere video.
Prepare to see genius at work.
My thoughts exactly.
I'm Mr. Belvedere, here to show you how to get rid of those irritating stains on your breadboard. It's easy the Belvedere way. Simply measure.
But there are two in Belvedere's. One is a dedicated, sensitive housekeeper. The other is the housekeeper from hell. Who is he? What is he? Why is he here? Let's learn more about this larger-than-life housekeeper. Mr. Belvedere comes from an old, distinguished family. After spending several years in the armed forces, Mr. Belvedere made his triumphant entrance onto the North American continent. Mr. Belvedere is the perfect housekeeper. He tends gardens. He unplugs stopped toilets. And Mr. Belvedere makes friends wherever he goes. A hard worker, Mr. Belvedere cherishes his quiet, private moments. He's a great little dancer. And he's no slouch as a singer. But as talented as Mr. Belvedere is, he's decided not to do any more videos. Mr. Belvedere? What'd you think?
Not enough close-ups.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
With the help of her family, Heather is turning a bad experience into one of personal growth. As for Keith, I think he'll be out of circulation for a while. It seems a little birdie told his parents about his recent exploits. I wonder who that could be. Meanwhile, I've abandoned my quest for stardom. I suppose I was a bit dazzled by the thought of my name in lights. Come in.
Mr. Belvedere, could you turn this thing off? It's keeping me awake.
Show business is my life.
Wait a second. Hey, what's going on? Who's there?
What's wrong? Did I forget to put in my teeth?
I'm sorry, Miss Zucchini. I thought I heard... I don't know what I thought I heard. Anyway, what can I do for you?
My kitchen faucet is going drip, drip, drip. Makes me want to wee-wee.
Well, it probably just needs a new washer. Come on, let's take a look.
Sir, I haven't seen Mr. Belvedere around here lately. He's such a hunk.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure I give him your best next time I see him. What was that?
Probably the ghost of Mr. Feinblatt. He died right over there. He was mixing diapers, and his necktie got caught in the blender.
You got one left, big guy?
That's more than you have.
Nice move. Too bad it's your last one.
Oh, George, it's only a game. Let's show a little maturity.
Let's not.
As you wish.
I love it when they get like this.
All right, pal, what's going on?
Mom's making me pick out some dumb elective at school to broaden my stupid horizons.
Well, at least you've got a good attitude.
Wes needs a class to take 6th period.
Well, what were you taking before?
Detention.
Hey, what about woodshop?
That's what got me into detention.
Well, there's still a metal shop.
I already took that.
Yeah, remember? He made a pass key to the faculty lounge.
Hey, it wasn't my fault the principal was in there making out with the cafeteria lady.
Well, when you do find a class you want, just try to stay out of trouble.
Why don't you just ask him to fly?
Mr. Belvedere?
My, you're bright and chipper this morning. What have you done?
Morning.
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 Hey, look at that.
I made it in print shop. That's the new class I signed up for.
How flattering. Just remember, I prepare your food.
I think it's a great piece of work.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Mr. Beer Belly.
Speaking of a piece of work.
I'm going to drive Heather to school this morning. Is she ready?
She's getting dressed, Angela. You can go on up if you want.
Okay. Hey, that's just like the one in your front yard.
Take it down, mister. I guess that goes for the one at the post office, too.
Morning.
Hey, Kev. You're here pretty early.
Yeah, I sort of spent the night.
How come?
Well, my apartment's got roaches again. Yeah, and the exterminator said that it might take months to get them out.
Is he spraying them or giving them career counseling?
Hey, what's going on, pal?
Well, I've been hearing these noises, especially late at night.
What kind of noises?
Footsteps, murmuring, Wayne Newton singing Dankeschön.
Come on, Kev, you're not going to let a few bumps in the night get you all rattled, are you?
Well, Ted.
Next thing you know, you'll be telling me you got ghosts.
Yeah, I guess it is good, though. Hey, Dad, can you do me a favor?
Sure, pal, name it.
Could you come over and spend the night?
Hey, come on, Kev. Butch up.
Don't look at me.
I'm going to be late. See ya. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, I invited Angela over for dinner, and then we're going to stay up all night and give each other facials. Guess what? You get to mix the mud.
Do you still have that couch bed?
Mr. Belvedere, did you hear that?
What?
Something's out there.
Ah. I believe we found the culprit. Apparently the wire to your antenna has come loose and was hitting the window.
That's all?
That's all. So you see, Kevin, there is a rational explanation to everything in this world. Except Wesley. Right. Shall we play some gin?
Okay, sure.
You deal.
Did you hear that? It sounded like a rumble. A low rumble.
I beg your pardon.
Kevin, you must really pull yourself together.
Hey, I'm fine. Really. Okay, so I'm a little edgy. Oh, hi, Mrs. Cicchini. Come on in.
These are the fixing my kitchen faucet.
Oh, thank you.
Why, Lynn, is that you?
Mrs. Cicchini?
How are you, cutie buns?
Fine, thanks.
Miss Cicchini brought over some cookies.
You like a little treat?
A cookie will suffice.
Kevin, my kitchen window is stuck. Would you be a dear and fix it?
Oh, no problem. It'll just take a minute.
Take your time. Oh, I dropped a false eyelash. There it is.
Where?
Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin. Sleep well?
Yeah, pretty well. Except I thought I heard something creaking, and I kept seeing a light going on and off all night long.
I made several trips to the refrigerator. I was a tad hungry.
Hey, the light bulb's missing.
It burnt out.
So, How was your night? Anything strange to report?
Other than Mrs. Cicchini doing the hula, no.
It figures. The night you're here, nothing happens.
Kevin, sometimes the mind plays tricks on us.
Hey, look, I didn't just imagine all this stuff. It happened. It really, truly, absolutely happened.
Kevin, don't worry. Be happy.
Hey, where are you going?
Back to your family. Now that's real terror.
I gotta get a grip.
Hey, big guy. How'd it go?
Oh, nothing otherworldly to report. How about you? Any monsters under your bed?
No. But I had a nightmare about this big thing that invaded my house and wouldn't leave.
Morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Owens. I'll have breakfast in 5 minutes.
Oh, no time. I've got an early deposition. George, could you give me $20?
What happened to the 20 I gave you yesterday?
Lunch, parking, and a peppermint patty.
You know, I bet you've hit me up for $200-300 this month.
George, what difference does it make? It's our money.
Well, then how come you get it all?
I'm a lawyer.
My turn.
Good morning, Mr. Belvedere.
Good morning, Wesley.
Oh, look what I found. It's your green card.
Oh, thank you. I must have dropped it somewhere. Wait a minute. This isn't my green card. This is a cheap forgery.
Huh?
I come from the United Kingdom, not the Kingdom. What's going on?
Well, print shop was boring yesterday. I needed a challenge.
Well, you couldn't have known that during the war I was in intelligence, and my specialty was spotting German forgeries.
Really? I thought it would have been spotting German chocolate cake.
Listen, you little twerp. The point is, you could never have fooled BDI Belvedere.
Never say never.
They're back.
Who's back, Kevin?
Oh, in my apartment, these noises, weird sounds, medley of show tunes by Al Jolson.
Oh, Kevin.
You think I'm crazy, don't you? You all think I'm crazy.
I don't.
There now, don't you feel better?
Sounds to me like you've got a poltergeist. You know, a spirit caught between this world and the astral plane. It's that astral turf.
Yeah, well, I don't care what it is. I'm never going back to my apartment.
But that's silly. All you have to do is ask it nicely to leave. I'd be happy to talk to it for you.
You?
Kevin, just because she doesn't make sense to the living.
Hey, let's have a seance. We could sit in the dark around a Ouija board and find out if that guy in Chem Lab has the hots for me. Yeah, that'd be neat. You're coming, aren't you, Mr. Bobbermouth?
Somehow, it all seems a little bizarre to me.
Yeah, me too. I'm moving back here where life has order, and Mr. Belvedere cooks and does my laundry and helps me research my term papers, which, by the way, are both due next week.
I'll be there at 8. Let go of that cookie, you little rat! Wesley, you better go and feed your dog. For some reason, he seems rather testy.
Okay.
What's this 50?
Oh, Dad told me to give it to you. He said it's part of your back pay.
How kind of him. And how nice of the government to print money with my picture on it.
How could you tell? I gave you a beard. You look just like Ulysses S. Grant. Only older.
Wesley, this is not the same as hiding Heather's underwear. Counterfeiting is a felony.
So?
So, do you have any more of these?
Just a few hundred in case I need to bribe the hall monitor.
Well, I want you to promise me that you'll burn all these and never print any more.
Okay, lighten up. Hey, you're pretty upset about this. You must think those are good, huh?
Oh, you flatter yourself. Only a moron would be fooled by that money.
Some guy's here with a large pizza.
All right, come back, you twerp. That's my pie.
Thanks, Marsh. Hey, Belvedere.
You've been shopping.
Yep.
You've already got one of those?
Not this year's model. It's red. Look at this. It's one of those radios for the shower.
Oh, good. Maybe it'll drown out your yodeling.
Hi. Ooh, what's all this?
I bought it with that $300 you left me.
George, I didn't leave you any money.
Yeah, it was right there on the counter.
You mean the 50s?
Yeah.
Dear. Those were Wesley's.
Well, where do you get that kind of cash?
He made it. In print shop.
You mean I spend counterfeit money all over town? Wait till I get my hands on that kid.
George, first you'd better get the money back, then deal with Wesley.
I guess you're right. Come on, Belvedere, give me a hand.
Here we go.
May I help you?
Yeah, I got this for my wife and I want to return it.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
So there you are. I really don't appreciate your deserting me like this.
I told you I was coming in here.
Just once. Just once. I wish you'd give me an ounce of consideration. Just once.
Yes, but I assume the problem is the size.
Why?
Well, we've just opened a fat and sassy section.
That is bad. Here's 5 10s. Just give me back that 50 I paid you with. You see, it's sort of got sentimental value.
Yes, his son gave it to him. He's going to be in the hospital very soon.
I'm awfully sorry. You see, today's receipts have already been locked up in here. Oh, but do feel free to browse.
Did you hear that, Belvedere? That phony 50's going to the bank. If we don't get it back, Wes could go to jail.
Really? Let's go and help him pack.
Come on, big guy, what are we going to do?
Well, actually, I have picked a lock or two in my day. So I'll get the 50 and replace it with these, but you've got to distract him.
Distract him?
Mm-hmm.
Distract him how?
I don't know, but I'm sure you'll think of something.
Yes, thank you for calling. Is that for your wife?
Maybe. How does it look?
Stunning.
Well, do you think it would go with something like this?
Well, that all depends. What's the occasion?
It's for my bowling team. We're thinking of getting new uniforms. On second thought, I don't think it'll go with the shoes.
Hey, everybody.
Where have you been?
I stayed after school. I'm working on a new project in print shop.
What? You printing T-bills now?
Your father took that money you left on the counter and spent it all over town. If he hadn't gotten it back, he'd be in jail now.
Really? Boy, I am good.
Hey, you don't know what I've been through. You didn't have to wear a big red brassiere.
Are you wearing a bra?
It was Belvedere's idea.
What?
Well, don't worry, it wasn't my size. Anyway, you're the one who's in trouble.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, and I wasn't staying after school. I was out buying you something for your anniversary.
Tickets to a chorus line. Well, Wes, that's sweet.
Are you sure you didn't make these in print shop, too?
Here's the receipt.
Oh. Thanks, pal.
You're welcome. Can I go wash up?
How about that kid? These tickets set him back $50.
You know, Kevin, for a proper seance, we really should have the lights off.
Not a chance.
I'm tired of waiting for Mr. Belvedere. Why don't we just start the seance without him? We can't. We need 4 people.
Well, hope that's him and not Jack the Ripper.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late.
Where were you?
Watching your father try on lingerie.
Well, take off your coat and pull up a chair, Mr. Babalu. Spirits are about to arrive.
I hope they bring a ham. I missed dinner.
Now, we all join hands. And we close our eyes. Now I'm going to speak to the presence in this room and tell it to leave.
What if it won't go?
And it'll have to pay half the rent.
Oh, one more thing. Don't be surprised if it starts talking through one of us.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm getting scared. I mean, what if this thing picks me and my head starts spinning around and I throw up? And I break out in a hideous welts and I levitate and get flung out the window. I hate it when I throw up.
Just relax. There's nothing to be afraid of.
You finally heard it. You finally heard it, and that means I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. All right.
I said,
I'm going. Come on, this place is spooked.
Just a moment, Kevin. There's something odd going on here.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Apparently, our spirit is a little out of shape. Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it? Mrs. Cicchini.
Miss Cicchini, what are you doing?
Just passing the time while I'm doing my laundry.
You've been scaring the heck out of me. You know, I don't get it. I fix your faucets, I take out your trash, I even filled up your water bed.
Want to try it out, Lynn?
Actually, I'd rather know why you're trying to scare Kevin out of his apartment.
Because I want it.
But your place is twice the size of mine.
Yes, but your bedroom has a better view.
What view? You look across the alley to the health club and the men's shower room.
Hubba.
Look, Mrs. Cicchini, I'm sorry, but I'm staying where I am.
Nice try, though.
Thanks. I know I've acted foolishly, but I'm old. So, live with it.
Well, now that we've found our ghost, shall we?
Yeah, we'll see you later, Ms. Cicchini.
Oh, Lynn.
Yes?
Oops, I dropped my horn. Would you mind picking it up?
Only because it's you. Wesley has returned to print shop and embarked on some new and refreshingly mundane projects. Although I hope I won't be here long enough to use 10,000 address labels. Speaking of mundane, Kevin's life has returned to normal after the haunting by Mrs. Cicchini. Although he tells me she comes over every day to check out the view. Well, whatever makes you happy.
Hubba.
Mrs. Cicchini?
I took these lights down myself last year, and I wound them up real neat. Now look at them. Why do they do this?
Maybe it's their mating season.
Now there's a guy who really lights up a room.
Oh, come on, Wes, cut it out.
I don't know, honey. You look very festive.
Yeah, I mean, you wear your golf pants in public. What's the difference?
Hi, remember me? I'm Carl Putnam.
Uh-oh. One of those happy guys.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Merry Christmas, Carl. Come on in.
No, never mind. I'll come back later when you're through trimming your husband.
No, that's okay.
Well, as you know, it's at this time of year that we have the happy guys annual benefit for the Home for Not So Happy Kids?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
No, that's all right, George. It's not your money we want. It's you.
I'm out of here.
Wait a minute, George. Carl, what is it exactly you want George to do?
Well, we were hoping you'd all participate in the Happy Guys annual Christmas pageant. This year we're doing Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Did you ever hear of it?
Well, sure. That's the one with the Grinch, right?
Gotcha, you know, the holidays are so hectic for us.
Fine. When I have to close down the Home for Not So Happy Kids, I'll just tell all those hollow-eyed little waifs that the Owens were too busy to help out.
All right, we'll be there for the auditions.
Ah, gee, thanks. But we still have to find somebody who can play Scrooge.
Wesley, you little snipe. I spent 6 weeks making miniature fruitcakes, and you've used them as hockey pucks.
Hey, lighten up. It's Christmas.
There's no Christmas for nasty boys.
I think we found our Scrooge.
To such an odious, stingy, unfeeling mess. Oh. As Mr. Scrooge. Well, am I Mrs. Cratchit or what?
I'll get back to you.
What do you mean you'll get back to me? I'm your wife.
Yeah, I know. All right, next auditionee, Marcia.
Wish me luck. And only.
Well done, Marcia. Oh, well done. You'll play Scrooge's fiancée.
But I only said 2 words.
Yes, but you said them beautifully. You'll also play Scrooge's sister.
Thank you.
That was easy.
All right, everybody, listen up. The cast for A Christmas Carol is as follows. Scrooge will be Lynn Belvedere. Bob Cratchit, Kevin Owens. Mrs. Cratchit, Heather Owens. Tiny Tim, Wesley Owens. Marley's ghost, George Owens. Scrooge's sister and fiancée, Marcia Owens.
What's going on?
What do you mean, Ralph?
Woman, you've given the Owens family all the good parts.
Yeah. Last year you said you'd make it up to me when you passed me over for the sugar plum fairy.
And I, for one, am an unhappy gal.
And if these gals aren't happy today, we aren't going to be happy guys tonight. If you catch my drift.
Count your blessings.
All right. Quiet, everyone. We'll take it from the nephew's entrance. Oh, that's me. Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Merry Christmas. What right have you to be merry? You're poor enough.
Ah, but you're rich. What right have you to be Morrissey?
The word is not Morrissey. It is morose.
Oh, yeah. All right, from the top.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
No, that's not your cue. Can't you guys get anything right?
Hey, we're happy guys. Not Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians.
All right, we'll take it from my line about the dinner. Please, Uncle, come. Dine with us tomorrow.
I should see you in Hades first.
Why cannot we be friends?
Because Tiny Tim is playing stickball with his crutch. Wesley, this is appalling.
Hey, on the playground, that would have been a double.
Let's go to scene 4. Bob Cratchit asking Scrooge for Christmas Day off.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, tomorrow being Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Attention! All right. We'll take it from Cratchit's line.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge. Seeing that tomorrow is Christmas, I was hoping I might have the day off.
Where is my ledger?
It distinctly says in the script at this point, I pick up my ledger.
All right. Who's got the ledger? Okay, here you are. Here you go.
The Three Little Pigs. You expect me to play Scrooge, carrying the Three Little Pigs?
Here's the season to be jolly.
That's enough. Stop this human howling. Be gone. Get out. Off with you, you miserable curs.
Wait a minute, Mr. Belvedere. That line isn't in the script.
Neither is anything else. This isn't Dickens, it isn't England, and it certainly isn't theater. How can you call yourself a director?
Well, if you think you can do any better, why don't you try?
I thought you'd never ask. All right, everybody, quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, settle down. Now then, from the top of scene 3.
Hello, Bob. How is Mrs. Cratchit and all the small assorted Cratchits?
Stop. Carl, please, don't affect an English accent.
I was only trying to be authentic.
Wouldn't you rather be good? Now, once again, please, from Bob Cratchit's line.
They're all fine, sir. We have high hopes that Tiny Tim is feeling better soon.
He'll be getting into an ambulance if I catch him. Wesley?
Sorry, Mr. Big-Time Director.
Just trying to keep our worthless selves occupied, sir.
If you want to keep yourselves occupied, I suggest you practice your singing.
Oh, speaking of singing, I had an idea for a little number that might make Scrooge's sister more interesting.
Yes, well, perhaps when it's your scene, but not just now. All right, then. Now, please, gentlemen, remember, it is Christmas. It is England. And it is cold.
I'm not cold.
Me neither. As a matter of fact, it's kind of hot here.
You too? I thought it was just me. Now cut it out, you guys.
That was me.
And when we say, yip, bye, bye, oh, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma. Okay. H-O-M-A, Oklahoma. Oh, Marcia, when I first met you, I was prepared to hate you, but no more. You have touched this happy gal's heart. Thank you, Doris. What do you think, Mr. Belvedere?
Words fail me.
Well, if she can sing, can I tap dance?
What about my bird call?
Stop it! All of you, stop it!
What's the matter, big guy?
You obviously don't care to do the play the right way, so go ahead. Do it your way. As George would say, I'm out of here.
Come on, Wes. We don't want to be late for rehearsal.
Why not? Play's no fun without Mr. Belvedere. I mean, torturing Carl just isn't the same.
Well, somebody had to take over directing when Mr. Belvedere quit.
Well, yeah, but did he have to make his wife Scrooge?
Well, what's wrong with a woman playing Scrooge?
I have to play her fiancé. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, please, please come back to the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a disaster without you.
Yeah, big guy. I mean, it wasn't all that great with you, but at least you were holding it together.
Sorry, I have plans. I'm spending the evening with a witty and very dear friend.
Well, who's that?
Me. Now, you better run along. You'll be late for rehearsal.
Yeah, we better go. I guess I'll have to find the inner Cratchit myself.
You know, you may have quit the play, but you'll always be Scrooge.
Good night. I need some rest.
Belvedere.
George! What kind of stupid prank is this?
Ooh. Ooh. It's too late for me, but there's still time to save yourself.
George, this is ridiculous. And why are you wearing such a silly outfit?
These are the chains I forged in life, link by link. Get it, big guy?
Apparently, it is too late to save me from bad jokes. Now be on your way.
Before the night is out, you will be visited by 3 spirits. The first at the stroke of 1.
Out! 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 "1 a.m.? I didn't set the clock for 1 a.m.
Take my hand.
Mrs. Owens, what are you doing in my room with a menorah on your head?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
What are you talking about?
Take my hand.
Why?
Will you just take my hand?
Where are we going?
I can't tell you, but there's still time to save yourself.
From what?
Walk this way.
Where is this place?
Don't you remember?
It's Pennington School.
Do you recognize that child?
Why, it's me.
Master Belvedere, have you completed your punishment?
Yes, sir. I've written, I will not throw food at my neighbor 964 times.
What about the other 36?
But it's Christmas Eve, sir.
There is no Christmas for nasty boys.
Oh, poor lad. This is pitiful.
Yes, it is. Missing Christmas is a terrible thing.
Cheerio and pip pip your nephew.
Uncle Charles.
Yes, child. I've come to take you home to sing carols by the Yule log.
Oh, wonderful. I do love Christmas so. But what's my punishment?
We'll fax it. Come along, my boy.
It's time for us to go too.
But I want to go with them.
No. I'm afraid not.
Oh, please, please. Heather, is that you? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm not Heather. I'm the ghost of Christmas presents. Take my hand.
Again with the hand?
Come with me, Mr. Belvedere, and I'll show you the real Christmas present.
Why not? Oh, look! Donut World is still open.
We have a more important destination.
If I'd known we were going to fly, I'd have worn long johns.
We're here to observe.
Why? I've seen all I want to of this wretched production.
Well, gee, these folks don't seem too wretched to me.
We're in the money. We're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along.
Oh, the poorhouse scene has really come to life. All right, from Scrooge's arrival. Ready, dear?
Ready?
Take it from Bob Cratchit's line.
Ah, Tiny Tim. If we only had a really awesome Christmas dinner.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
The play.
Answer the door, Tiny Tim.
You got it.
Merry Christmas, Tiny Tim.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Scrooge.
You mean that old crow Dad's always kvetching about?
Yeah. I'm just a little irregular, but I'm much better now. And I've brought you a super snack.
Wow! A Christmas pizza!
With pepperoni!
The classic play. They'll be ridiculed, laughed at.
Maybe if they had a better director.
Don't look at me.
I won't. But your next visitor will.
Oh, Heather! Heather! Please! Heather! Are you the ghost of Christmas yet to come? I dread you most of all.
Take my hand. It's time to reveal your future.
I'm not sure I want to go in there.
I'm not sure I do either.
George. George.
Huh?
George, do you remember the first Christmas we spent together as husband and wife 72 years ago?
What about Mexico? Thanks for the lift home from college, Wes.
Sure. What are younger, more successful brothers for?
Hey, Dad, my counselor says I only need one more credit to graduate. I'll be in the class of 2041.
Who looks like a killer the Hun?
How's my favorite little inside trader?
Great. I just bought the moon from Donald Trump.
Why don't you take a flying leap at it?
You know, you sound just like poor old Mr. Belvedere.
Am I dead?
Worse. It's your 114th birthday.
Why are you making me leave the kitchen? I don't want to leave the kitchen.
Now, Mr. Belvedere, calm down and drink your nice strained Oreos. Come on now, open up. Here comes the Jupiter shuttle.
Hey, old guy. Guess who called this morning? Willard Scott.
Called to wish you a happy 114th birthday. Well, you also got a card from Angela. Happy birthday, Mr. Bamboozle.
68 years old, and Angela's still an idiot.
Careful, you're talking about the President of the United States.
This is monstrous. 114 years old and still living with the Owens family.
You have only yourself to blame.
What do you mean?
I hate you all. I quit. Not so fast, old guy. You're forgetting something. You can't quit.
Well, you're the most hated man in town.
Remember when you left the Happy Guys play 50 years ago? It turned out to be the worst mistake you ever made.
That's right. The play bombed, the people demanded their money back. The home for not-so-happy kids had to close down. They built a toxic waste dump on the site. The whole town stank. Property values went down. And everybody's poor. And it's all your fault.
Must have slipped my mind.
See for yourself.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. You'll always have us.
Forever and ever.
Trapped with the Owens. For eternity. Oh, no. No. save that play.
So Doris was pretty good at Scrooge.
Yeah, it was real game of her to grow her own mustache.
Oh, my dear Owens family, give me the answer that I pray for. Am I too late?
Nah, Mr. Pizza's open for at least another hour.
No, I mean, the play. Have I missed the play?
The play's not for another week.
Oh, wonderful child. Marvelous family. I'm not too late. I'll save the play. I don't have to live with you forever.
Why is it you never have a camera when you need one? Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
'Tis the night before Christmas, and last night's Happy Guys production was a rousing success. The play raised an all-time high in contributions for the home for not-so-happy kids. Further, it showed me that through the true spirit of Christmas, almost anything is possible.
Mike, if I came through here, somebody closed the chimney.
Make that everything is possible.
Hello, everyone.
Lynn!
Hello, Ralph.
Hi, Lynn. Gotcha. What's new?
Hopefully those lemon crullers.
Wow, it looks like it's feeding time at the zoo.
It must be, Luan. You're out of your cage.
Do you want me to put these in a box, or are you just going to stand over this tray and graze?
Oh, lovely. Lemon crullers from a sourpuss.
Oh, what do you know? Tart remarks from a limey.
You two, you're better than the Roadrunner and the Coyote. Here you are, Lynn.
Thank you.
Oh, come over here. I want to show you something.
Oh, Ralph, it's not going to be another of those practical jokes.
No, I promise.
Oh, good. My eyebrows are still singed from the last one.
No, this is more of a tribute to my best customer, Lynn Belvedere.
And they say sophisticated humor is dead.
Well, come on, Luann. We're almost out of jelly filled. You want to make some?
As soon as you get me some powdered sugar, it's way up on that top shelf in back, where you know I can't reach it.
All right, I'll be back in a jiff.
Sooner or later, one of Ralph's practical jokes is going to backfire on him. Maybe sooner than we think.
In the death of Ralph Delvecchio, he will be missed by all of us here today, especially his loyal customers. Ralph Delvecchio welcomed everyone into his humble shop until that fateful day when he was buried in an avalanche of powdered sugar and rainbow sprinkles.
By the time I got to him, he was just laying there with a glazed look in his eyes.
Now to say a few words in Ralph's memory is a man who loved his donuts more than any man ever loved donuts, Mr. Lynn Belvedere.
In honor of Ralph's memory, I have written a poem. It is called Ode to the Donut Man. The donut man has gone away, only crumbs left on the tray. The deep fat fryer is silent and still. No lemon crullers left to fill. No maple logs or cinnamon buns. No jelly-filled or powdered ones. No bear claws puffs or apple fritters. No devil's food.
Thank you, Mr. Belvedere. That was very sweet.
But there's more.
Save a little something for the graveside.
Indeed.
Thank you. Those of you who wish to may attend the burial, after which we will serve coffee and, you know.
Mr. Belvedere, that was lovely.
Yeah, real food for thought.
Well, Lynn, that was some send-off you gave old Ralph. I never knew you could speak that way.
You mean in verse?
No, with your mouth empty. Well, at least Ralph is in a better place.
Obviously. You're not there.
Ralph made a good apple fritter.
The best.
Norman Randall. Oh, how'd you do? I have been Ralph's attorney for the past 20 years. Mr. Belvedere, I wonder if you might have time to stop by my office sometime tomorrow. Ralph left you something in his will.
Say what?
I'm sorry you're so upset.
You bet your frosted long johns I'm upset. Why did he leave this place to you?
Perhaps because I have a head for donuts.
Yeah, with a great big hole in it.
A view for the road on the house.
You trying to fix a ticket or just run us out of business?
You've been on my back ever since I took over.
Well, look at you. You stroll in here late, you give away half our merchandise, and you eat what's left.
I have 2 words for you. Make donuts.
You don't want to hear the 2 words I have for you.
You are the most difficult, exasperating, contentious.
Hello.
Belvedere, Luann?
Yeah, we stopped by to see how things are going.
Plus, Heather threatened to make breakfast again.
Oh, everything's just fine. Fine.
Well, then why are the veins in your neck bulging out?
They're trying to keep up with the rest of him.
Yeah, you sure spend a little time down here.
Why don't you go home?
No, there are certain things I have to take care of.
They've been taken care of are the 4 basic food groups: fried, glazed, powdered, and sprinkled. Yeah. Here, have some of my special double chocolate donuts.
Come on, you can eat them on the way to school.
What do I owe you?
Oh, no charge. We'll just put them on Ronald McDonald's tab.
Hey, thanks, big guy.
Now who's giving away the store?
That's different. They're my donuts.
My donuts. My donut store. My donuts.
My butt.
That's it. I've had enough of your sass.
You got that right. I quit.
Oh, no. You're fired. I can run this place very well by myself, thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what Luann did today?
She quit.
How did you know?
Word gets around.
If I never see that woman again, it'll be too soon.
Okay, who wants hot apple pie?
This must be a nightmare.
Yeah, if I pinch myself, maybe I'll wake up.
This house simply isn't big enough for the 2 of us.
You'll just have to work around each other.
No mean feat.
No, it'll be easy. When Mr. Belvedere's at work, Luann will be here. Then when he gets back, she can go home.
Well, I'm back.
Fine. You can do the dishes.
You sure made a lot of food.
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Why is that?
Because I said so.
Morning.
All right.
Good morning.
Wesley, get that plastic vomit off my plate.
Those are cheese grits.
Oh, well, I just wanted a root beer.
Root beer? Is that the kind of breakfast you let your daughter have?
You know, Heather, she's right. You should sit down and have a balanced meal. Well, I'll see you tonight.
Bye.
And where do you think you're going?
Oh, to court. I have to argue a case.
Not on an empty stomach, you're not.
Oh, Luann.
Don't all Luann me. You just got finished telling her to have a balanced meal. Now, was that a bunch of hooey or what? That's better. And if the judge gives you a hard time, just tell him to call me.
Okay, let's dig in.
Hold it! Don't you want to say something first?
No belching?
Don't you want to say thank you?
Oh, thank you, Luann.
Not to me, to him.
Okay, who wants to say grace?
Hey, I got all day.
Come on, Dracula. Suck her veins dry.
What are you doing out of bed?
Watching Shakespeare Theater.
Get back to your room.
Come on, Luann.
It's late.
It's 8:30.
Get going.
Luann, I don't think you know who you're dealing with here. I'm Wesley T. Owens, and I can be a lot scarier than Dracula.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fine. Go ahead. Watch anything you want.
That's more like it.
And in the morning, I will tell your parents about that secret Swiss bank account of yours.
How'd you know about that?
Maybe you don't know who you're dealing with.
Okay, I'm going.
Good evening.
It was till you arrived.
Ah, it's awfully quiet. Have you killed everyone?
No. I worked them, fed them, and put them to bed.
Oh, come now. You expect me to believe that after one day you've managed to control this family? Oh, impossible.
And where do you think you're going?
I want a cookie.
You've already brushed your teeth. Now get back to bed. So where have you been? Cleaning up that mess you made at the donut shop?
For your information, I was hiring your replacement.
Just one? I did the work of 3.
Yes. Larry, Moe, and Curly. You are supposed to be working.
I was taking a break.
The way you work, what's the difference?
Hey, look, for 75 cents an hour, I don't have to take abuse.
Customers will be pouring through that door any second. Now, you got the hang of that machine?
Yeah, it's no problem. My first batch should be draining by now.
Well, let's have a look. What's this? To eat or to sit on?
You said you wanted a variety.
I expected more of you, Kevin. What about all that experience with Mr. Clucks?
That was night frying. This is day frying. They're completely different.
I think the only thing that's fried is your brain.
Hey, will you lighten up? That was my first donut. Later on, I got much better.
Oh, yes, much improved. What do we do with that?
Well, we can put jelly in it. It's easy. Look, you just take this, you stick it in the donut, and squeeze.
No problem.
Hey.
I didn't want to waste a napkin.
Well, let's forget about the jelly filling. What these donuts really need are some sprinkles.
Good idea. But let's not forget the powdered sugar.
Or the whipped cream.
Or the chocolate frosting. You know, Kevin, you look much better than your donuts.
Very funny.
Good morning, officer.
Oh, hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Wesley. What can I do for you? I'm very busy.
But there's nobody here.
Well, they're all in the bathroom.
Where's Kevin?
He doesn't work here.
Why not?
Creative differences.
Oh. Can I have a donut?
Well, only one. You see, they're going like hot cakes.
could use this as a chew bone.
Wesley, if you come here to make my life miserable, you're succeeding.
Yeah, my life's pretty miserable, too, thanks to Luann.
Well, I suppose there's good in everyone.
Mr. Belvedere, why don't you just admit that this isn't working out for you and hire Luann back?
I will not admit defeat, especially not to her.
You always tell us to do the sensible thing. Don't you think you should practice what you preach?
I will not be lectured to by a teenage psychopath. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some donut holes to glaze.
I'll take a dozen. Dad needs some new golf balls.
Okay, Luann. I finished cleaning my room.
It's about time.
What are you reading? Modern Donut.
I'm just trying to keep up with my trade. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Good. Now go sweep the patio.
Well, theoretically. Isn't that why we're paying you?
Are you whining again?
Well, I finished mowing the lawn. Of course, first I had to shovel off the snow.
Did you trim the edges?
Oh, come on, Luann, don't make me work anymore.
Well, I'm going to the mall. See ya. How's it? What's underneath that coat?
Huh?
Come on, let's see. Just how are you supposed to sit down like a lady in something like that?
Mom. Oh, come on, Luann. That's not so bad, and it's in style now. Honey, go change.
Are you going to let her run our lives like this?
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I wish Belvedere was back.
Me too.
Well, I just went to see him, and he wants to come back, but he's too stubborn to admit it.
And I think Luann wants to go back to Donut World.
Well, maybe if we got her and Mr. Belvedere together, they could work things out.
Or kill each other.
Well, either way, we win.
Look, maybe she'll just mellow out.
Dinner in 5 minutes, if you pass fingernail inspection.
Oh, nice of you to drop by.
Wasn't my idea. They said they were taking me bowling.
They told me that once. Then they dumped me in the country.
Too bad you found your way back.
I bet they wish they had me back now.
Oh, I'm doing the best I can.
Well, so am I, but these donuts just sit here growing stale. What am I doing wrong?
That's simple. You're making them instead of eating them.
What?
You lost your best customer. Him.
Well, it was much more fun over that side of the counter.
And I'd rather fry donuts any time than to put up with those fools.
I scaled Everest. I've swum the English Channel. Why can't I make a donut?
'Cause you never learned how. I did. Donuts are my life.
Well, you'd think they'd be mine, too. After all, you are what you eat. Hi there. Why, hello, Mr. Randall. What brings you here?
I just came by to see how you both were doing.
Miserable.
Good. I think someone would like to speak to you.
Oh, hi, Len. Hi, Luann.
Why, it's Ralph.
I bet you didn't expect to see me again. In case you were wondering, I'm still dead. And this is my video will.
Video will?
That's right, Lynn, my video will. And if my plan is working, by now you can't stand the sight of another donut.
Yes, you might say I've had my fill.
Because you were eating too many of them. And I care for you. And I care for you, too, Luann.
Yeah, right.
I really do. The truth is, you deserve the donut shop. But sometimes people don't appreciate what they have, or what they expect to have, until they lose it. So, are you two with me so far? It's really quite simple. I hereby bequeath 90% of Beaver Falls Donut World to Luann Braxton. The other 10% to Lynn Belvedere just to give them a little incentive not to eat up all the profits. Plus, you two together should keep the customers entertained. Well, I gotta go. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm late for lunch with Elvis.
There's some paperwork to sign down at my office. I'll wait for you in the car.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose you might say we're partners.
Just so you understand, I'm the boss.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, can I make a kite?
Certainly, Wesley. You see, I'm the boss in this house.
I bet I can make two with your boxer shorts.
Now that Luan and I have returned to what we do best, Donut World is running like a well-oiled machine, and the Owens family is not, which is as it should be. I still drop by the shop every morning, and sometimes I even offer my advice, which is when Luan puts her foot down, usually on top of mine. Deep down, though, I think she likes me. Otherwise, why would she care enough to limit me to one donut per day?
Then again,